You're all dressed up.
Yeah, they told me to dress up for Comedy Week.
Explain to the folks what Comedy Week is. You fucking retard. No, can you explain?
Not really.
So listen, man, here's the idea for the opening remarks.
Okay.
As you know, it's the 10th episode of the show.
Technically, sure, yeah.
What do you mean?
Well, we did the pilot, so yeah, this is the 10th episode. Yeah. That's right.
You ever heard the phrase "play along"? So, you want to look at some clips?
Of course.
Okay. Well, this is kind of a historic thing. This is the first question that you ever asked anyone on the first podcast that we ever did.
Oh, with Super Dave.
With Super Dave Osborne.
Oh, yeah.
Your first question.
Norm told me to come up with some questions for you, and I've just been dying to know, where do you get your ideas from? Well, I mean... we have some news stories. Yeah, it didn't go well.
I know. Super Dave fell into a deep depression from your first question. But we've had a lot of different times on the show. Hey, what about that time I got all political?
Remember? Oh, yeah.
Remember?
Of course.
And I started talking about the Falkland Islands and everything? Because remember when I used to eat like a big fat pig?
Yes, I recall.
And then I decided to make a political stand. You know what I mean? Because I want to be an important comic. So I decided to make a political stand. Do you remember that?
Of course I remember that.
Well, let's take a look. This is my promise to the people of the Video Podcast Network world. I will not eat a single morsel of food until Margaret Thatcher is dead and buried.
She died 3 weeks ago. We'll be right back with Larry King.
That was a funny thing.
Yeah. It's like every lunch with you.
I know, I eat a lot of food, but I didn't drink the gravy that time.
Yeah, that's the only time I haven't seen you drink gravy, which is odd.
Yeah, well, I think it's unseemly on camera to drink a fucking ladle of gravy. Listen, you fans of Fred Stoller get to see many sides of the hilarious hangdog funny man. I don't know, that was so Steve wrote this. But here's a clip. The thing is, Robert Blake was supposed to be on the show, and I was all excited, and then we fucking had to get Fred Stoller.
Yeah.
God damn, that was a depressing day. Because Robert Blake was supposed to come in, and then Daniel Kellison talks to him on the phone for an hour, and he fucking won't show up. Anyway, whatever. Here's Fred Stoller filling in.
Because of droughts all over Europe, scientists are predicting a global shortage of olive oil. Soon the world will know how Popeye felt after the death of his wife.
Olive oil. Remember how fucking skinny and ugly she is, and they'd always want to fuck her?
And how Big Ethel would chase Jughead.
Oh, let's not get into Jughead.
I'm sorry.
Well, next time that you come on, I'll have read the book, because I spent all my time reading a superior book.
Is that a real book or
it's a real book. Look.
I thought it was a bit for the show.
No.
It's actually riveting. I've read a couple.
It's a fantastic book. This guy's amazing.
But
I haven't read your book, so I can't, in all truthfulness, say this is a superior book, but I strongly suspect it is. Were you in New York when the Twin Towers fell?
No, I was in Los Angeles.
Well, either way, it was a national tragedy. It was.
Yeah, I know.
9/11. We're going to go to hell.
Yeah, there's a good possibility.
Hey, the great Kevin Nealon was on the show. Who's funnier than Kevin?
I can't think of anyone. Well, Nick Swardson.
Well, I don't know.
I love Kevin. No, Kevin's
Kevin's
the best.
Been around forever.
Oh, he's hilarious.
He's kind of a hero of Nick. Okay, so here's a. It was mid-May of 2013. America was dancing to the music of Justin Bieber and Beyonce, and they were laughing at the story of a comic by the name of Kevin Nealon.
Let's take a look.
Well, no, you don't say
So
that.
I'm a guest on there, and now it's time to introduce the next guest. And she says, okay, this next guy coming out, he's a great actor. He was in Risky Business. He's done all kinds of stuff. I just love him. Ladies and gentlemen, Joe Pantaleone. And he comes out, and as he's walking across the stage toward the desk, she goes, oh, I know who he is.
But I fucked it all up by reading Steve O'Donnell's fucking, because we had to say it was Roseanne.
Oh, right. We had to mention, I forgot. Yeah, we cut this very recently. Everything's always down to the wire here.
That was the Roseanne talk show.
Yeah. That's one of my favorite stories that we've heard in the last 9 episodes since we started.
No, he's hilarious, man. I mean, he's right up there with Nick Swartzen, like tied for funniest dude. Guy has to make a fucking competition out of it. Anyways, hey, you ever wonder where, like, I always like saying phrases.
Yeah, you definitely do.
That make me sound smart, like
Schadenfreude.
Schadenfreude?
Yeah.
You know what that means?
Yeah, taking joy in other people's pain or misery.
Yeah. Zeitgeist. You ever hear that term?
Yes.
Because it makes you sound smart.
Yeah.
Post-sasso. Have you ever heard that term?
I feel like I've heard it once before.
Because I said it once on the term.
Yeah.
It suddenly came up that I could use the term post-sasso.
It's taken the nation by storm since then.
Check this out.
It was like after a lot of those, I think after Will Sasso and some of those people left.
Post-sasso. But here, the great Billy Bob Thornton. Remember how excited we were to have Billy Bob Thornton?
He was so engaging.
Okay, Billy Bob Thornton having a little discussion with us. And then it turned somehow to serial killers. Let's check this out.
It usually does.
I mean, you wouldn't want to get like a guy like Jeffrey Dahmer or something like that. I mean, you wouldn't want anybody who might eat you at lunchtime, you know, but that was his name, right? Jeffrey Dahmer?
Absolutely.
Yeah, got killed by a broomstick raped to death.
Really? That's
They
smart.
say it's one of the worst ways to go.
Yeah, exactly. Yes. On the list of the 1,000 ways. Yeah,
They say drowning is very peaceful.
right.
Broomstick rape.
Not good.
Speaking of which, man, what about Larry King?
I love Larry.
But how is that speaking of which?
Yeah, it doesn't really apply there. No.
But Larry King, it was great to have him on the show because he brightens the mood. You know? Check this out.
That's the one thing I fear is dying.
Me, man, that haunts me.
Because the thought of not existing, you know, it's like, you know what the new thing they call it is? Dirt nap.
Good God, Larry.
That's what they call it, a dirt nap.
You would not say that on Hulu.
No, I wouldn't say it, but I'd say it here.
That's what I loved about the Larry King episode. You got to see him out of his element and something, you know?
It's always fun when a celebrity calls in to the show.
Sure.
You know what I mean? He's just
Yes.
at home watching the show somehow. How he found the show, who knows? But he found the show somehow, and he calls in. And who can forget the time Super Dave called in when Kevin Nealon was the guest?
Yep.
Check this out.
Thanks so much for calling in, Super Dave. Please come back.
I didn't call in, asshole. I didn't call in. You called me, and let me tell you something. Why don't you get something that is semi-professional? You're a bunch of asswipes. Right now I'm getting on a bus, and I'm going to scream out the window, and I'll reach 20 more people than you did tonight. Don't ever try to get a hold of me. I will never do this show again as long as I live.
He doesn't care for us.
No, he likes us. He'll be back.
I hope so. I love him.
You love that. You love that Super Dave.
I love him.
Yeah. Remember when you asked him that question?
Yeah, I do.
Let's take a look.
No, we did that earlier.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, you know who's coming up?
Nick Swartzen.
Yeah, you're a lover.
No, I love him.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Yeah, okay. He's hilarious.
He's going to be here. Really? He's funnier than Kevin Nealon, according to you. Yeah, man. Nick Swartzen. He's wearing a gay robot T-shirt.
Hey, man. Hey, man. That's gay robot right there.
That's where I first knew of you from Sandler's album.
Oh yeah, that was hilarious.
Yeah, that was the coolest.
This is the only shirt that'll suck your dick. True story.
Who were the guys when you started? Were there anybody? Nobody from Minnesota.
Jack Benny. Red Skeleton.
Red Skeleton?
Yeah, Red Skeleton. It was just a blood red skeleton on stage. People just scream and vomit in terror. There's no jokes. Just like this crazy skeleton.
Fucking Red Skeleton. You just open for him. And hey, what about Louis Anderson?
Yeah. He MC'd for me.
No, I mean, what about that guy?
Yeah, no, Louis is an old friend too, yeah. He's from Minnesota.
I told everybody, that fucker can't jump into a pool from 100 feet.
I can't believe he did that.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Yeah, I wouldn't do that.
We're trying to get him and also big fat Bruce Valanche. You know that guy?
Yeah, it's my trainer.
But one time, seriously, they used to have a show called Celebrity Fat Guys. Remember that show?
No.
Celebrity Fit Club.
Yeah, Celebrity Fit Club. And so guys would try to but some of them were just 20 pounds over it, but then they had big fat Bruce Valanche was on it. So they were immediately freaked out that he was going to die.
Yeah.
So they said, you just walk. So he's like, walking, but he's the funniest fucker.
But other people were on the show as though he were their cohort.
Yeah,
and they were 10 pounds
we're only 10,
overweight.
20 pounds overweight. It's
and they're like, this is your brother.
It's
and
like on Celebrity Rehab one time. I seen they had Tiger Woods' ex-girlfriend who was addicted to love. So she's in the same room as Jeff Conaway, who's
Jesus, drinking nail polish remover. Oh my God.
God damn! You ever been invited to that celebrity rehab shit?
No, not yet. I keep auditioning for it every weekend. Phone's not ringing yet.
Well, you
gotta hang out with that Busey guy or something. Gotta link up with a posse.
Busey's doing good, man.
Is he doing good?
Yeah.
Oh, I take it back.
Yeah. Hey, how's Grown Ups 2?
I haven't seen it yet. I haven't.
But you're in it.
Yeah, I mean, I was there for the making of it. It was really fun making it. So
am I in that movie?
I think so. They CGI'd you in. Yeah.
No, but I was in Grown Ups 1.
Yeah.
And you were doing Bucky.
I was doing Bucky Larson.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then in Grown Ups 1, I started to notice, my character was the guy that just stayed in that town, and I would come up and go, hey guys, what's going on? And then as I realized, I was like, wow, I could easily get cut. Because it was almost like me trying to get in the movie. I'm like, what's going on, guys? And they're like, no, that's cool.
Like, you weren't even booked to be on the movie. Just like, hey, what's up, man? Did he have your name be Norm, too? Adam's getting, more and more where he's just, my name in Grown Ups 2 is Nick.
Is it?
Yeah, he's just like, you're Nick, whatever. What the fuck? I don't want to think of it no, you're Jerry now. He's just like, no, it's just fun.
But don't you like acting with Santa? Because, he's so naturalistic now. He just,
yeah, it's fun. I always crack up and, ruin takes.
You can't even tell he's he's just talking to you and shit.
Yeah, but it's you can't tell if he's improvising or, mad at you.
I know, you never know.
What the fuck? You're like...
I remember on Grown Ups, he was like, okay, Rock, fucking stand up. We're doing basketball, Rock, fucking come a little faster over there on this next take. And Spade, just stay right where you are at the front of the paint, and I'm going to pass it over to Timmy Meadows. All right, somebody fucking say action!
It's not even direct.
Yeah. It keeps you on your toes.
But Sandler discovered you, would you say that?
I mean, I was doing stand-up in Reno 911, and then he saw my first Comedy Central half hour.
And you were just a young kid. How old were you?
I was 8.
Everybody said you're 20 or something. I was like, that's impossible.
I was 22.
God damn, that's that fucking guy, that Dan, he was
Dan Murray,
all over Sandler and shit.
Dan Murray, yeah, that was insane. Yeah, he sent one of the door guys across the street to try and get him soup. Sandler didn't even, he just do you guys have soup? And we're like, no.
Vegetable soup.
Go down the street, get Sandler soup.
Some fucking soup. And it was at Blockbuster Video. They're like, we don't have soup either. Find soup. Give a shit. You guys have to have a break room. And then the funny thing is, and that's why I met you at that Aspen Comedy Festival. There was a Saturday Night reunion, and Farley and Spade.
You were there?
I was there as like a young comic.
That's weird.
And I had a manager. I didn't even know what a fucking manager was. I had no idea. I had a manager. I was fucking 18 from Minnesota. It sounded like a fucking corn cob walking around like, hey, all right, how are you?
Who was your manager from Minnesota?
No, he was Dave Becky at 3 Yards.
Becky.
Dave.
Yeah.
I like that.
So I was in Aspen, and I just was walking around, and he was like, so what do you want, a TV deal? Like, what do you want? Do you have any sitcom ideas? And I said, all I wanted was autographs. So I spent the whole time getting autographs. He was like so embarrassed. I was like, is that Adam Sandler? Can I meet him?
He went out with
Christ.
Dave Becky's sister.
Yeah, good friends with her for a while before then too. Dave's the nicest guy in the world. I love their whole family's great.
Yeah, bless them.
I'm deadly
Bless
serious.
their hearts.
Yeah, his ex-manager
Every
you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Well, he's still a really cool
He's got
guy.
me.
Check out his face.
I apologize.
He fired me and picked up Nealon.
I don't think that's
Fucking
true.
bullshit, man. No, Dave's a good guy, but yeah, so I was in
I
Aspen.
couldn't breathe in Aspen. And I had to get
That's-
oxygen, and then I said, anybody else do this? And they said, yeah, Rodney. Only me and Rodney.
Really? Aspen, the altitude is so bad.
Yeah.
Like I was like a fucking young kid, and I would walk up a flight of stairs, and I'd be like I couldn't breathe. And I remember walking down the streets of Aspen, and I just hear like, roar! Like echoing through the streets at like 2 a.m. I'm like, what the fuck? Like some monster from the hills is gonna come down and fucking fist me or something. So I'm like walking through the streets, and I look down the street, and there's Farley. He's in a fucking t-shirt, chain smoking, doing cartwheels with like a whole entourage around him. And he was just like, flipping around. And I was like, I can't fucking breathe. This guy's like 350 doing a fucking Olympic dismount routine down Main Street.
He skated, I remember, in Aspen that time.
It was wild, man.
Yeah, Farley. I never thought he was going to die because he was so strong. Everybody was like, Farley's going to die. But I was like, no.
He seemed like a superhero.
Yeah, and then Chris would go, I'm all right? I'm like, yeah.
Yeah.
Because I always thought, like, Spade was so frail and shit, you know.
Yeah, he's like an old lady.
Yeah. You know what I used, because I don't drink, you know that, Nick?
Yeah, I do.
But what I used to do, because I'm in a bar, and I noticed, like, people get away with stuff when they're drunk.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you can paw girls and stuff. That straight guy, you know what I mean? You go, and the guy's like, ooh, because you're drunk.
Yeah.
So I started just pretending to be drunk.
Yeah,
get away
that's
with
the way to
it.
do it.
Yeah.
Do you remember the time you called me up one day? You go, hey, what are you doing? And I'm like, I'm watching baseball. And you're like, can you pick me up? And I was like,
I don't drive.
I go, I'm already at the bar. I already had a couple of drinks. I want to drink and drive. I'm like, it's not far from you. I'm like, you want to just take a cab? And you're like, yeah, all right, I'll meet you in a couple minutes. So I'm like, okay. So I wait, I watch a full game. I watch another full game. I watch half of another game. It's 8 o'clock at night. And I'm like fucking hammered. I leave the bar. Norm's walking into the bar. It was noon when he called me. It was 8:30 at night.
It takes
he
me,
goes,
I know.
where are you going? And I'm like, I'm fucking hammered. I'm going home. He's like, I just got here. And I'm like, I know, you're 8 hours late. Like, well, have a fucking beer. I'm being weird. I'm like, I'm not. I want to go. I can't walk or see.
It takes me a long time to get stuff on my website. And buy album. So you hit buy album. I hit it yesterday. Mm-hmm. And there's one left. And it says it's at Old Joe's Curiosity Shop.
Is that true?
Swear to God.
True.
It's $8.
Oh my God.
It's $8. You'd think maybe at this Curiosity Shop would be really expensive.
There's one left. It's
People are
rare.
curious
There's
about
only one left.
Where is it?
And then one time, Nikki Cox's girl told me, she goes, hey, Norm, she goes, I saw an old homeless guy wearing a dirty work hat today.
That's great. That's perfect.
Do you know Nikki Cox?
Yeah. She's still with Jay?
She's with Jay Moore.
Yeah.
But when she was on my TV show, she was with Bobcat Goldthwait.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. I'm not a skilled interviewer. Let's fucking face it.
I'm not a skewed. What?
You've done podcasts before, though.
I have. I've never done. I haven't done a lot of video ones though.
Have you done what the fuck?
I did Treat Williams's. I'm just kidding. Just trying to think of somebody random that video podcast.
You win that kind. No one more random than that.
He would be great.
Treat would be a treat.
What about this, man? We go, because Daniel keeps going, who do you want to get? So I'm like, let's get Jan Michael Vincent. He's like, he's dead. So I'm like, we're
Michael
fucked.
Vincent?
Yeah, so then I say on the show, I go like, man, we're trying to get Jan Michael Vincent. He's dead. He's not dead.
He's not?
He's not dead at all. He's alive.
Jesus.
And then it turns out
he was in an accident and he damaged his vocal cords, apparently. Sad story. I mean,
Fuck.
Yeah.
It's kind of a bummer.
What kind of accident?
It's one that he looks like a goddamn red skeleton now. That's what Daniel said. But I think he just doesn't want us to have him on the show.
Yeah, it's a logical podcast. Like people
what
like
podcast? Have you ever been on the What the Fuck with Mark Maron?
Yeah.
Yeah. How'd that go?
It was fun. Yeah. It was in a hot garage though.
Yeah.
It's like
his
up
hot
in
garage.
It was cats.
I've been there.
Yeah.
I was there, and it's like cats.
Yeah, there's cats.
Yeah.
Cats and hot garages, horrible combination.
Yeah.
That's the name of my band, Hot Garage, and my new underwear line.
I was thinking,
HotGarage.com.
I knew this guy wrote for Three's Company, and he said, like, they'd always have beautiful girls. Remember that show?
Yeah, I love Three's Company.
So they'd have extras, and so they'd call them the bimbo of the week, and they'd take them out to the smokehouse. But John Ritter, he wasn't like a Lothario or anything, but you know who was?
Furley?
Furley. You got it.
Of course.
Mr. Furley. So he says his big line would be, he'd say to girls, he'd go like this, he'd go, I'm married, but it's not going well.
Oh my God.
And then he'd put booze in when they weren't looking, like comically, when they weren't looking away, he'd put booze into their booze.
Oh my gosh.
And then, but he'd
That'd
go,
be amazing to
he'd
see
go to a
that.
hotel in Burbank and have sex with them. And then one time the hotel owner asked, he had a big 8x10 he wanted him to sign, so Don Knotts had to go to another hotel.
Oh my God.
It's not going well.
Not going well. Jesus. Mr. Furley. Imagine that fucking wake up the next morning. You're some fucking sussy bimbo.
Sure.
Fucking
the ultimate
21 years old.
You're expecting Richard Klein at least.
Anybody, yeah.
At the very least.
Jesus.
The Mall of America was unbelievable. That was
Did you ever do that?
Yeah, it's hard to find I'm still doing it. That's what I'm saying. I haven't jumped up to the next level.
Jump.
That
You're
seems
hilarious.
Impossible. It seems impossible to me.
How does Kevin Farley open for you?
What,
Get that anchor off the lineup.
Are they really doing that?
Oh my God.
Look, they're doing the Fabulous Farley Brothers.
Yeah.
I go on Kevin Farley's Instagram, and I always make fun of all his pictures. He had a Mother's Day picture of him, and he had these glasses on, and it was him and his mom, and he's like, me and mom. And I go, great picture of your mom and Perez Hilton. And he's like, fuck you. It's always slam him on his pictures. That's what I like about Instagram, is making fun of people.
I think Byron Allen has a show called The Entertainers. And what he does so he'll go to junkets.
Right.
And then he has huge guests, so it'll be like, at the beginning it'll be his voice. The Entertainers tonight, Harrison Ford, Adam Sandler, Morgan Freeman, it's the biggest stars ever. And he just interviews them in the junkets, but he makes it sound as if, and then this is his gambit, this is what he does to people. So let's say he's talking to Harrison Ford, right? He'll go, now the last time I talked to you, you were talking about working out. And so then Harrison Ford goes, like he's never talked to him before or anything, but he figures a black guy, it's going to sound bad. He says, I know, who the fuck are you? So he goes, yes, I'm
He's just making up like...
This looks like he's best friends with all these people.
He's brilliant, Byron Allen. He had that Comics Unleashed. You ever do that? Oh, you couldn't be more leashed.
Yeah, it's not like, there's nothing unleashed about it. It's not like you would have like Lenny Bruce on and like
And he has no segue. So this is what he said to John Lovitz one time. He said, he just turned to him from, he's talking to Schimmel, and then he goes to John Lovitz. He goes, now, John, I understand you're growing older.
Did he really?
To set him up for his bit, clearly
To set
about
him
growing
up.
older. You must have some pretty solid stories whilst under.
Yeah, I got some curveballs. Yeah.
He told me a story.
Well, I just said oftentimes I'm walking down the street and he'll come stumbling out of a hotel at 4 in the morning. I'm like, what the fuck's going on? He's like, where am I? But me and
I've gone to hotels.
bump into each other sometimes.
Because I lived in Venice.
I think you'll just go to sleep because you don't want to drive,
Yeah.
right?
Well, I used to sleep in my car and then.
Because you're so far away from the comedy clubs.
Well, because I used to live by you in Venice.
Yeah.
And then I moved to Hollywood. But when I lived in Venice, I would drive into Hollywood and I would do shows and like party really hard.
Yeah.
And I don't like drinking and driving, so I would either sleep in my
He's
car.
against that.
I slept in my car once for 6 nights in a row.
6 nights? And then you drank and then
I would just go drinking and I would go back into my car like it was
a
some like,
camper.
fucking, yeah. It's not a camper at all. It's a fucking car. You're just sitting there like it's a fucking wax museum. I don't even know what that means, but
I know, you're like Rickles.
terrible.
Yeah, it's like a wax museum.
wax museum. But so I'd start going to hotels and then they just stopped having me. I would walk in at like 3 in the morning with like a bunch of people blacked out, and they were just like, no more. And then one time I walked into a hotel, and there was this guy working at the front desk, and it was like 4 in the morning, and I'm like, and he's like, do we have any rooms available? And I swear to God, and from the back of the room, they didn't even really hear me or anything, and they didn't see me, and the guy just goes, is it fucking Swartzen? And the guy's like, yeah, and he's like, no! And I was like, all right. And it's like, old lady walked outside and probably had a dog shit pillow that night. I don't know.
There's
Oh
a
my
good
God.
stand-up comedian. How do you feel about the stand-up comedy of John?
John?
Of John?
I mean,
Like when a guy
Lenny-
starts stand-up at 60.
and then like opens his own club to do it. So it's like,
Oh, yeah, that's right. He opened
can
a
just
club.
have his own stage time, so nobody can be like,
Have you ever played the Lovitz Club?
no.
God damn, you've avoided everything.
Every comedy landmine. Yeah, I squeaked by.
I'm told by Nick Swartzen that he's come up with a new impression for his act, known for his impressions. What is it again?
This is Mr. Furley talking to the 20-year-old girl he just woke up next to. Or no, he's in the middle of sex with her. I'm coming in your butt!
Oh my God. Well, listen, man. Hey,
Your mouth is my toilet!
wait, what about the man grate?
Is that like a genital cleanser?
No! No, my God. It is 100% made in America. Cast iron grilling grates. It's revolutionizing the way people grill.
Jesus.
What?
I thought it was like a, all right.
You want to hear what it has?
Yeah.
It has heavy-duty grilling grates. Deliver exactly what you need to achieve that perfect steakhouse flavor. Chicken, steak, has never tasted so good. Listen, no more dry meat.
That's
Guaranteed.
what the girl said to Mr. Furley.
Oh, come on now. Come on now. Hey, it was named one of 2012's best grilling accessories by Men's Health magazine. Man grates, there's more fucking facts about the man grate than about Nick. Man grates are the perfect gift for Dad this Father's Day. Your dad's alive?
No.
Fuck. God damn it. I'm sorry about your dad.
That's fine.
Go to mangrate.com and enter the coupon code NORM for their $19.99 Father's Day special. 100% made in America. 100% cast iron. Hey, how about this? Each NORM MACDONALD show order comes with a heavy-duty grilling brush.
I was in Vegas at the Hard Rock, and I was partying with my friends, and they had a show there. They did this Beecher's Madhouse.
Oh yeah, I know.
Yeah, it's in Los Angeles now. So we were partying and we were at the club and I blacked out. And then I woke up in a suite and there was a hooker blowing me and my friend.
Like the story blew up out of nowhere.
It just erupts. Yeah. It goes from 0 to 100.
Seriously.
And it's blowing me and my friend. And I kind of like looked down like, what the fuck? And then I'm like, all right, this is weird. And I look over at my friend, he's like laughing. He's like, this is funny, right? I'm like, kind of, I guess. I do comedy, and I guess it's funny. And then I look over, and there's another friend of mine who's a small person.
Midget.
Yeah, midget.
They like to be called small people.
Yeah, but midget will work for the story too. And he's fisting a girl on the couch, and he has cocaine all over his face. And I look over at him, and he was like in the middle of like, it's his hand, so it's like kind of like a penis, so it's not like too like violent. And
it's not too violent.
It's like a big penis,
Very gentle fisting.
It's caress fisting.
Yeah.
And he looked over at me, and I made eye contact with him. So another chick, some lovely lass whose parents are proud of her. And he looks over at me, and I make eye contact with him, and he kind of like catches my eye, and he just goes, yeah. And I was just kind of like, all right, I don't know.
Oh my God.
Should we get room service, or I didn't know how to get out of it. Dude.
Fisting.
But it was like, it's just a story that you don't have.
Fisting her vagina?
I think it was her vagina.
God dang it. I never even...
I didn't have the acute eyes to see, but let's just say it was a vagina.
I think it's a moot point, really.
Yeah. But like stories like that, they're fun to have in your life.
You're saying they're fun, that alcohol, you would not have that story, obviously, without alcohol.
Yeah, it wouldn't happen with ginger ale.
That's very true, that's very true.
Sketch shows are expensive. Like, there's a lot of locations and a lot of like mustaches.
Right.
Mustaches run you up a lot.
Yeah,
you got a lot of comics. You do them a favor and they fucking jack you up. They want fucking crystal meth and shit. They're just trying to maintain these degenerates.
It's funny when you're on a show and they always want you to get your famous friends on the show and you don't want to ask. Have you ever been in that position?
Yeah, they're always like, when I was pitching Pretend Time, they're like, right. Yeah, it's funny, man. Do you know Brad Pitt? No? Well, it'd be cool if we could sketch with Brad. Do you know Morgan Freeman? No, I don't know fucking Morgan Freeman. So I'm doing like a sketch.
That's why I went with my manager, because he had Brad Pitt.
What, really?
Is that true?
Yeah, because they were pitching there, all the people they had. And then one time, I'm fucking doing a gig somewhere, and the car is not there for me, So I phoned Gervitz. I'm like, fuck, man, I'm stranded here. Mark's not here. I'm like, where? He's on a boat with Jennifer Aniston in the Caribbean. And I'm in, my car is not there. My car is not there to pick me up.
You try the yacht phone? Or a Florida University student was caught streaking on campus and apparently told police he was on acid and asked them to cut his dick off. Boy, these kids today are crazy. In my day, we didn't need drugs. We would just cut our own dicks off.
Yeah, you didn't need no fucking acid and shit. What about this? There's a new 3D version of The Great Gatsby, coming. I saw it.
I just saw it too.
Did you?
Yeah.
Did you see it in 3D?
No.
Oh, in 3D.
I don't like wearing glasses.
It was almost like the sober examination of the unrestrained materialism and absolute moral center of the Roaring '20s jumped right out at you. That's a good one.
I think my doctor might be retarded.
Why?
His name is Dr. Retardo.
Oh.
It's a good chance.
42-year-old Richard Swanson set out to dribble a soccer ball from Seattle to Brazil, but got hit by a car in Oregon and died. Well, at least he got to die loving what he do. At least he got to die doing what he loved, Nick. Dribbling a soccer ball in traffic. No, that's not nice.
One of the most popular documentaries on Netflix is Jiro
Dreams of Sushi?
Jiro Dreams of Sushi.
I've seen that. That's very good.
That's a fantastic documentary.
One of the least popular documentaries, Jiro Nightmares of Acid Rain.
Oh, yeah.
That
Unwatchable.
I actually did. I liked it. The DVD commentary.
Yeah, let Adam Egan read one.
Yeah, Adam. What the fuck?
I give you 3 good ones.
Dick.
4 of the top 5 picks in the NFL draft were offensive tackles, which is a great thing to tell your wife as the love drains from her eyes.
Hey, listen, have you noticed my enormous weight gain? I've gained
No.
45 pounds. I'm telling you, my manager, my landlord rather, he managed to get rid of 230 pounds of ugly fat. He evicted me.
What?
Here, read
I
this.
thought you.
No, read this.
I want to read that one again.
Here, read that.
Sure, we all know about Norm's astonishing weight gain, but I think it's become a bit wearisome. So let's agree to stop having fun at his expense.
Pain and Gain, the new movie directed by Michael Bay. Reviewers are calling it everything from shit to fucking shit. Doesn't that look like the worst thing ever?
Yeah.
Oh, well, whatever. This one's more like a factoid.
Danny DeVito looks like one of those guys with a short but thick penis.
Right? He has to have the thickest fucking cock.
It's true.
Dogs and humans love to run because it apparently gives them a natural high similar to that of marijuana, according to the University of Arizona.
Wow.
After running what are called cannabinoids, the chemical found in marijuana that gives you a feeling of euphoria, are higher in humans and dogs, and this encourages them to run again. To 7-Eleven for a Slurpee. They got the munchies. You want to check it?
Let me fact check this.
Hey, Barbara Walters is retiring.
I can understand why Barbara Walters is retiring. It must be exhausting occasionally appearing on The View.
Right? We're fucking going on the road doing all kinds of shit.
Yeah,
doing her shit acts. Not you. Your act's good.
It's pretty shitty.
But she gets to sit there
And just fucking talk.
Yeah, just yap.
The fuck?
You ever been on that show?
I've been on it so many times.
Oh, this is your kind of joke,
I zoned
man.
out.
This reminds me of your kind of joke.
All right.
Just from hearing you read jokes.
Oh, I like this. I like the theme that this one has. A man in Taiwan reportedly cut off his own penis to win an argument with his wife. That reminds me of that episode of Everybody Loves Raymond, where Raymond forgot Deborah's birthday and he had to cut his own cock off. Oh my God!
I can read, just read any one. You get to read them out of here.
It's like Game of Thrones. That guy's getting his penis cut off. If you guys
Everybody.
Is there?
Yeah, this guy got his penis cut off.
To turn into a vagina? Fashion into a vagina?
I don't think they had medieval sexual.
Oh, that's in the old days?
Oh yeah, it's like
I don't
medieval.
know.
But it'd be cool if they did experiment with genital altercations back then.
Yeah. But what about, let's say you go to a doctor. Isn't it weird that you can go to a doctor and go, you know how I have a cock?
Where are you going with this?
It's not real. I shouldn't have a cock.
I'm bored.
You mind cutting it? And because I've always intuitively believed that.
So the best is like when you want to go back after like 5 months. You're like, you know, I had a cock and then you gave me a pussy.
Which didn't work.
The pussy was fun. But can I get my cock back? You still have it?
The guy's like, you betcha.
They're like, do I have it? But he's like, do I have it? Is a sex change a good gift for
A
Christmas?
sex change?
Yeah, like a gift certificate. Like, Mom, I know you always wanted a fucking penis.
Wait, is your mom still alive?
Yeah, she is.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, that's nice.
Do you have a joke? Tell the joke.
Sorry, read it.
Well, because
it's a 50-50 chance it's not going to go well.
No, it's a 50-50 chance that they're
It's not going to
alive.
look like a penis.
Yeah.
It's going to look like a Star Wars thing.
Yeah.
I guess you're right.
Read a joke.
All
You
right,
haven't read one joke.
before we begin, I have a quick public service announcement. Would anybody, please fuck Martha Stewart?
Oh, I got that one.
What?
I don't understand that.
What?
That's weird, right?
Too soon.
It's meta.
Meta.
Do you like the meta comedy?
Meta world peace comedy.
Yeah.
Only comedy I like.
You know, I'm against hate speech, but read that.
Engaging in hate speech is wrong and terrible and should never be tolerated. But you have to admit, engaging in a hate stutter would be kind of cute.
How would that go?
Fuck, suck, queer. Fuck, fucking Chinese boy.
Yeah, Papa, what do you call that? Papa John's?
Oh, okay.
A Papa John's delivery man has been arrested for allegedly selling more than $40,000 in cocaine hidden in pizza boxes.
Jesus.
To undercover police officers. This raises an important question. Where's all that pizza that was supposed to go in those boxes? Can I have them to eat? I'm a big fat guy. Oh, here's a good one.
What would you do if you got a pizza box filled with cocaine?
What would I do?
Yeah. Would you be really mad about the pizza not being there?
A pizza box full of cocaine.
Isn't that what they said?
Oh, fuck, I forgot.
Yeah, pizza boxes. And there's cocaine in them.
What would you do?
Nothing? Deliver it to Busey's?
Hey, Sesame Street introduced its very first Latino character, Armando. But it's not going great. Apparently on the first day, he got into a knife fight and stabbed the letter A. It's silly.
That's silliness.
Yeah,
that's cute. The FDA is investigating health risks posed by Wrigley's new caffeinated gum. Well, where the hell was the FDA when York peppermint patties were making people shiver and having involuntary orgasms?
What would that?
Fuck!
How would that go? Like eat one and then go.
All right, Adam, you do that one. Eat it and have it. Eat it.
Like eat it.
Eat it.
That's how you.
Oh, God.
That's how he comes. Jesus Christ!
God, you need to take Mr. Furley's Burbank hotel class on coming on strangers' fucking tits and shitting on poor girls from Nebraska who are here to audition for fucking White Shadow. They're covered in a fucking brown cloud of fucking Furley nightmare mist. Jesus Christ.
Adam. Hey.
Eat my dog shit snowman!
Oh, what's that mean? What's a dog shit snowman?
I don't know, man.
Is that a real thing?
I hope not. Furley could build it, if anybody could.
Oh, my God.
Nowadays, most teenagers don't watch their favorite shows on actual TV sets. Instead, they just blow each other.
That's probably true. That one's more of a comment, really.
Yeah, that's a website.
What are you whispering about? We gotta go?
20 seconds till we're off.
20 seconds, man, to read that joke.
How many people have to die before we finally do something about dropping pianos?
Nick Swartzen. Look for him in Grown Ups 2. Thanks, Nicky. That was awesome. Remember to subscribe below. Yeah.
How's the family? How's everything going?
Ah, great, man. Couldn't be better. Life is fantastic.
Yeah.
I like life, man.
You do, really?
Oh my God! People that complain about it. First of all, you're lucky enough to be alive. When you think about it, you know what I'm saying. Your mother had to have sex with your father. That your grandparents had to have sex. Great grandparents had to have sex. It's lucky you're alive. My God.
It's amazing.
And I'm so happy every day that I'm alive because it's just a fluke. There's so many more people that never got to be alive. You know? And,
that's an interesting point. I guess you're right. If you do the math.
So when people carp about it, I'm like, man, it's the greatest gig in the world, being alive. You get to eat at Denny's, wear a hat, whatever you want.
Yeah. Get haircuts. It is. Well, good. I'm glad life is going well. I know.
Ridiculous.
Now, I've never asked you this before, and we've been good friends for many years. Ah. Okay, I made that up. But
no. We haven't?
No, we're friends. We're good friends. But I don't know what McDonald, is that Irish? Is that Scottish? What's your ethnic background?
My ethnic background is Polish.
Are you really Polish? Wow.
Polish people,
I didn't realize that.
Yeah.
McDonald, you don't...
Well, my parents changed their names. They had to because of the constant ribbing they'd get for being Polish, you know. Mm-hmm. And so they changed their name to McDonald. But, you know, it's one of the things that I mean, I get a little upset about it, you know, because, you know,
all the Polish jokes and
stuff.
Yeah,
you can't make jokes about other people, but for some reason you make jokes about Polish people, you know.
Right.
I don't like it.
Right. You shouldn't. That sounds bad, yeah.
I mean, I had an experience, you know. I go in and I order a Polish sausage, you know, from this guy, you know. And so the guy says to me, you must be Polish. And I said, come on, man. I mean, come on. Think about it, what you're saying. You know, I'm trying to knock some sense into this fellow's head. Maybe give him a a wider world view, you know?
Sure, yeah, yeah.
I said, you think because I order a Polish sausage, I'm Polish. I said, what if somebody came in here and ordered French toast? Would you think he was French, you know?
Right.
I mean, what if somebody came in here and ordered a Belgian waffle? Would you consider that guy a Belgian? You know? I mean, if a guy came in and ordered German bratwurst, would you consider that fella to be a German fella?
Right.
I said, what if a guy came in and ordered German potato salad? I suppose you'd think he was German too. You know?
Yeah, yeah.
You know? What if a guy...
Wow, you talked to this guy for a while.
I'm telling you, man. With racists, you have to get through to them.
You have to really get it into their head. Right.
I said, if a guy came in and he ordered a Cuban hamburger, are you going to assume he's a Cuban?
Right.
I said, I think it is absolutely ridiculous that just because I come in here, I order a Polish sausage, why would you jump to the fact that I'm Polish?
Right.
And the guy says to me, well, first of all, it's a hardware store.
And you hate Polish jokes, don't you? You just hate them.
No, I think they're disgusting.
Let me ask you quickly. We haven't talked to you in so long. I want to ask you about your family.
My great family. I love them all.
How's your... we used to talk in the old days. You and I used to spin some yarns about Uncle Hector. How's Uncle Hector?
Oh, Uncle Hector. Uncle Hector...
He's Polish too, I'm guessing.
No, he wasn't Polish.
Oh, okay.
No, he was from my cousin's side of the family. And he was... he was a great man, my uncle, you know.
Right.
He was an old fella. He actually rode the rails during the Depression.
Oh.
You know, he was a hobo.
Hobo.
As you might call him. I don't like that term, but whatever.
Tramp or whatever,
Yeah,
what have you.
Railroad bum. But he wasn't a bum. He was just out. He was a good, honest man during the Depression searching for work, you know. And, you know, he had no money, so he'd travel the country trying to find work, and he actually rode the rails, Uncle Hector. And he told me, it was an interesting story, he'd go through, this was in Canada, and there's a town called Kitchener in Canada, and the railroad cops were tough, boy. They were tougher than the real cops, you know. They had a law of their own, the railroad cops.
I feel like I should be tucked into bed listening to you. Anyway, a law of their own, those railroad cops.
But there was not a railroad cop tougher than Kitchener Leslie. Oh, boy. He was well known. He was well known for beating hobos to death.
Really? He'd find a hobo on his train, he'd beat him to death.
He'd beat him to death. And so what the railroad bums would all do is, as Kitchener approached, of course... Oh, hey, Norm, how you doing? So...
Wow, such focus on these stories.
That wasn't a mirror. That was another guy.
Oh, it was a guy named Norm.
Yeah. So the railroad bums would all hop off before they got to Kitchener to avoid being beaten to death by Kitchener Leslie.
Yeah.
Anyways, my Uncle Hector, a good man, you know, and he walked into a mine one day. This is a story for that I think the young people could learn from.
Don't go mine hopping, kids.
During the height of the Depression, where there was absolutely no work, my Uncle Hector walked into I won't say the name of the mining company. It was McIntyre Mine, and he walked in. He had his lunchbox with him and his work boots, and he said, "Sir," he said, "I want a job." And they said, "We have no jobs." He said, "Well, 500 people work here at McIntyre Mine." He goes, "I don't think there are 500 men here better than I." He says, as a matter of fact, I don't think there are 200 men better than I. He says, I think you'd be strapped to find 100 men better than I. And by golly, he got the job. What do you think of that?
That's a great story. Now, I'm sensing there's more. Now back to Kitchener Leslie.
Yeah.
The most dreaded...
No. Uncle Hector.
What?
No, you want to talk about
I'm trying to help you out.
No, Uncle Hector.
Dad, where's the story going?
Uncle Hector worked in a mine, and it's a hellish job, the mine, as you well know. You know, darkness, you know.
It's dank. It's
dank.
Yeah.
It's coaly. It's a lot of...
What?
Well, you're in a coal mine.
It's not coaly. It's coal-ridden.
It's
coal-infested. It's not coaly.
It's coal-infested. So he worked in the mine, and by God, he worked hard. And after a week of working hard, he said to the shift manager, he said, he said, by golly, I'd like to have a lady. I work hard, and where would I find a lady here in town? Well, they said to Uncle Hector, they says, we have sex with animals here. By God, says Uncle Hector, I'm not going to do that. I'm a normal fella. Well, then be to your own devices then. So,
be to your own devices?
Yeah.
Wow.
Uncle Hector continued working in the mine. He worked hard, and he worked long, and he worked for a low wage. But he was a man. And Uncle Hector, after a couple of weeks passed, he started to get a little itch, you know, as you and I say.
Right.
You know,
Right. When we're thinking about the
ladies,
yeah.
And but he kept it under control. He went again. He said, "Are you sure there's no ladies here?" "No, we have sex with animals." "Ah, my God." 6 months passed, and Uncle Hector couldn't take it any longer. He told me.
Right.
He said, "By God, I just had to. I'm just a man. I'm weak, you know. I'm not a saint, you know. And I was born in sin, I suppose, and I couldn't resist. I just needed it." So he said he walked by a pasture, and there was a pig.
Oh, God.
Yeah,
That's terrible.
Yeah, it's terrible. And so Uncle Hector said, well, he said, I walked up and I began having sex with a pig. And he said, all of a sudden, he saw all the miners like around him, you know, looking at him. They go, "Uncle Hector, what the hell are you doing over there?" And Uncle Hector's like indignant. He's like, "What? Well, you're the guys that told me that you have sex with animals." They're like, "Uncle Hector, you damn fool. That's Kitchener Leslie's girlfriend." Of all the animals.
All the animals to have sex with.
You don't want to have sex
And not with Kitchener Leslie's pig. No, that's terrible.
Not Kitchener Leslie's pig. Kitchener Leslie's lady.
Oh, yeah. You tell quite a yarn, man.
Well, I had shorter ones, but...
There's no other guest tonight. That pretty much...
I have one other funny anecdote, and it's very short.
I don't think we can.
Here he is, the always entertaining Norm MacDonald, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
I saw that show today, Norm. Very funny.
What show? The TV show?
Yeah, your TV show.
Oh, yeah.
Congratulations. And by the way, you look very youthful. And how come we haven't seen you in 2 years?
Oh, how come I haven't been here in 2 years?
Yeah.
Oh, man, I've been busy. I got a kid, you know.
I know. How old?
Well, you got a kid?
Yeah, I do.
How old's Harry?
He's 7.
Yeah, man, they grow up so slow. You know, it's barely discernible. Isn't it?
Yes, how old is your son?
He's 18. They get far less cute.
Yeah.
They're not as cute when they're out on the lawn punching you in the chest.
Yeah. Well, anyway, it's good to have you here.
Oh, it's good to be here,
and,
man.
In addition to the new show, the Norm MacDonald Sports Show, you have like your was it your first stand-up special?
Yes, I did a Comedy Central special.
Great.
One of 40 they did this year on Comedy Central. And but it was fun. But I got a weird time. They showed it at 11:30 and on Saturday, and it turned out that was during this thing called Earth Hour. I think some people know what it is.
Yeah.
On Earth Hour, you have to turn off your electricity. So,
Wow. That's horrible.
and as you know, and as I know, and as they apparently know, TVs are powered by electricity. So, and furthermore, my key demographic is damn dirty hippies.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Well, you know, what are you going to do?
Took one on the chin there.
Yeah, yeah.
Now, listen, I'm very surprised and impressed about this, that you've built kind of like a Twitter following.
Yes, well, I'm an internet sensation.
Whoa. Now, I didn't take you for a guy that would know about that kind of stuff.
I know all about that stuff.
Really?
Man.
When did you start Twitter?
2 weeks ago.
Really?
But this is what I know. I did it for the Oscars. The guy told me how to do it, and I was watching the Oscars, and you know how horrible those were. And so it was pretty easy to do just jokes constantly on how horrible everyone was, you know. And you know, and some of the things were nice, like it was nice to see Kirk Douglas, of course, you know, and he had that terrible stroke, which didn't affect his comic timing at all. But so I twittered, and I ended up twittering 190 tweets.
Whoa!
And which is, it turns out, it's way too much.
Really?
So people started telling me to stop. Anyways, get this: just earlier, this happened right before we came on the show. I walked out here. I'm in some kind of Twitter feud with Steve Martin.
I know that Steve also actively twitters.
Yeah. So this is what happened. Dig this. You know how to tweet?
No.
You don't know how to tweet?
No.
Where you been? He writes a tweet. I misunderstand it. I reply.
Let's hear what he says.
What he said?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, this is what he said. I'm not really that great at it, but he said, "Has anybody seen my hat?" Now, I'm looked everywhere for it. I can't find my hat.
Right.
So I say, was it a brown fedora with a red hat band? But what I didn't know is he sent a twit pic.
Stop right there. Let me just say, if this is an example of Twitter communication, it's invaluable.
What do you think I should answer him? This is the last thing he said to me. He goes, this just came in 9 seconds ago. He goes, still mulling over this tweet from Norm to me. It's so enigmatic. Is it a put down?
I don't, honestly, I mean, he lost a hat, right?
Yeah.
And then you responded, is it with a red hat band?
Yeah.
None of this makes any sense.
Yeah, it's a generational thing.
Oh, that's I guess so. Well, what isn't?
Now, I will tell you what's cool about the internet and being an internet sensation and stuff. On the YouTube now, everybody, you know, I don't know if you remember but the famous, and did you ever hear the Andy Williams quote? In the future, everybody will be famous for 25 minutes?
Yes. I think it was Andy Warhol. Andy Williams was Moon River.
Oh.
Andy,
well,
it's a generational thing. Yeah, okay.
But here's the thing. Like, for instance, have you ever heard of Harrison Schmitt?
No.
Okay. He walked on the moon.
I didn't know that.
Right. An astronaut.
Right.
A guy who walked on the moon. There's very few people that have been in the position to go, hey, where's the moon? There it is.
Right. Well, you're right. That's a good point.
Right. Now, so 12 people have landed on the moon. Neil Armstrong, Buzz Aldrin. Who else?
Right.
So this Harrison Schmitt fella must be going, what the hell do I have to do to get famous?
Yeah.
Right? Meanwhile, the Kardashians, we know Khloe, we know...
It's awful.
Yeah, Lois.
Lois Kardashian.
All of them.
We'll be right back with Norm MacDonald, everybody. You can tweet Steve Martin. Can you tweet him right now?
I can tweet him, yeah.
Or just tell him that I said hi.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And that you're on the show and we're talking about him. And
okay, awesome.
I said hi.
Awesome.
And add this. I'm sorry about the hat.
You know what's great also, while I do this, I'll tell you this. The great thing about the blogosphere. Now, the great thing is this, that you have friends, you see what I mean?
Yeah.
Now, on the computer, I have about 160,000 friends.
Whoa.
In real life, I have 2. But I actually like my friends on the blogosphere here, because this is the thing. Like they can go like in real life, right? Your friend will go, "Hey, my grandmother died this morning," and then you go, "Oh, good. Do you want to come over to my house and talk about it for 4 hours?" And then on this thing, your friend can go, "Hey, my grandmother died today," and then you go, "Unfollow."
Now, Norm, do I remember that you were...
I'm talking to Steve Martin!
Okay, I'm sorry. I mean, if you just get that over to him by Labor Day, that'd be... do you still gamble? Somebody told me that you... Or did we know that?
Yeah, I used to gamble.
You don't gamble anymore?
No, I gamble anymore.
Was it a problem? Did it get to be a problem?
Yeah, it got to be a problem, man. And then I tried to do it smart. Every time I tried to do it smart, a bad thing would happen,
Like
you know?
What do you mean?
Well, one time I was trying to handicap baseball, you know, which you can actually beat baseball if you handicap it properly. So I was trying to handicap, and I figured it out for like 3 hours, and I went down to the book in Mirage, the sports book, went up to the fella, you know, and there was a guy beside me, a big fat guy, you know, and he was dressed like real rich, you know, and he opened a big attaché case filled with $10,000 chips, pulls out like $750,000, and he's going to bet on this boxer, you know, a fighter, you know?
Yeah.
And it was a 4-to-1 underdog. So I said, I'm not going to bet my baseball bet. I'll just bet on this 4-to-1 underdog, you know?
He must know something.
Yeah, because this guy must know something. He's probably in the mafia. So I go and watch the boxing match, Dave, and my guy that I bet on, gets knocked out in 25 seconds.
Oh, no. Whoa.
So I go back to the book. I go, what, that guy from the mafia? What? He goes, that guy's not from the mafia. He goes, that's old long shot Louis. He goes, he's a rich guy, loves long shots.
Well, there's just no winning, is there?
No, there's no winning. Nobody ever wins.
Now, this sports show with Norm MacDonald premieres, you know, it's my birthday, April 12th.
That's your birthday?
I saw it this afternoon. Very funny show, and I think it's going to be a huge hit for you.
You want to hear a sports joke?
Yeah.
Oh, you like racing cars, right?
Yeah.
How about that Daytona 500? Yeah. How about that kid that won?
Right.
How old was he?
Like 20?
Yeah. He raced all around. You know why he went so fast, apparently? He was texting the whole time. It's generational.
The show premieres April 12th on Comedy Central. Sports show with Norm MacDonald. Great pleasure to see you.
It was great
I
to
hope
see you,
you
man.
don't wait 2 years to come back. We'll be back with C.C. Sabathia, ladies and gentlemen.
I live at 56 between 8th and Broadway.
Okay, and what's your phone number? Just give me 7 digits. All right. What? Your neighbors nice people? The people that live around you?
Great people. Every day I meet somebody new. You know, this city's great because of the neighborly people. You know. I don't know. But I did meet one neighbor. Interesting story. You know, that this guy just moved in. You know, next door to me. So I'm always one to meet the neighbors.
You like to chat with the neighbors,
Yeah, because, you know, so I went over to the guy, knocked on the door next door to where I live, and I say to the guy, I said, hey, I'm your new neighbor, you know, and I said, good to see you, you know, nice to run into you, you know, welcome to the neighborhood, you know. And so the guy, I said, what do you do for a living there, sir, you know, if you don't mind me asking? You know, what do you do for a living? I'm a nightclub comic, I tell the guy. So he says to me, he says, I work down at the University of Science there. He says, that's
a good school, by the way.
I can't remember the exact place.
Sure.
But he says, I'm a professor of logic.
Oh.
So he says to the guy, he says, logic. Now, what the hell is that? I never heard tell of that. He says, oh, well, he says it's a kind of a pattern of syllogistic. Well, he says it's hard to explain. He says, why don't I give you an example? So I said, fair enough. Why don't you do that? So the guy says, well, he says, let me ask you a question. He says, do you own a doghouse? So I go, yes, I do. He says, well, then that means you probably have a dog. I said, yes. He says, well, that means you have a family if you have a dog. I said, yes, I do. He said, well, then that means you got kids, you're married. I said, yes, yes, I am. He says, well, then you're a heterosexual man. I said, yes, sir, I am. He says, well, you see, that's logic there. I asked if simply from finding out you had a doghouse, I made this series of inferences, and I found that you're a heterosexual man simply from the fact that you had a doghouse. Well, I said, good God, isn't that something?
Okay.
So I said, well, I won't waste any more of your time there, neighbor. And I said, I'll see you later.
See you around. Okay.
So I said, come by one day and have a chicken with me. So anyways, I left. So I left. So I go to get a bus, you know, to the bus stop. And I walk down to the bus stop, and I'm still thinking about this thing that happened to me, you know. And I'm standing at the bus, and no bus coming at all, you know, and 5 or 6 of us standing around, and one guy lights up a cigarette there, and he goes, as soon as you light up a cigarette, the bus comes. And he smokes the whole damn cigarette, no bus comes.
Right.
So I said to the guy, well, that theory really worked, huh? And the guy goes, well, sometimes it works. Anyways, the guy goes, what's new with you? I go, well, I had an interesting thing happen to me today. I said, I met my neighbor. And he goes, oh, yeah? I go, he had a hell of an interesting job. I said, he's a professor of logic down at the University of
Science.
And so the guy says, is that so? He says, professor of logic. He goes, what the hell is that, logic? I said, well, it's a series of Scylla something or other.
Right.
I said, I can't remember exactly, but I said, I'll give you an example if you want to hear an example. So the guy goes, all right, fair enough. So I said, let me ask you this. I said, let me ask you a question. Do you own a doghouse? And the guy goes, no, I don't own a doghouse. So the guy says, oh, yeah, you're one of them gays.
And it will work, right? What great stuff you can learn at that University of Science there.
And then the guy, get this. Get this.
There's more.
This gay guy invites me to have a chicken at his place.
That's some kind of euphemism. Watch out. All right. Saturday Night Live. It's one coming up on October 19th. You guys got Bill Pullman and New Edition. That's going to be a good show.
That's going to be great.
That's going to rock and roll.
Oh.
All right. Norm MacDonald, God dang, one of my favorite guests. Thank you for coming. Norm MacDonald, everybody. Steve Buscemi. The Connells are coming up. We'll be right back.
Welcome back to the program. My guest tonight, a very funny comedian and actor, is on Saturday Night Live for many years. His new show is Fox's A Minute with Stan Hooper.
Hey, you don't just come in here uninvited. I knocked. Hey, Gary, what are you doing? I'm getting your bed ready. Oh, we don't want roses on our bed. We don't live like this, Gary. Yes, you do.
Gary, it's lovely, but that'll be all for tonight.
Oh, okay, Mrs. H. Well, if you need me, I'll be in my quarters.
Oh, where are your quarters?
Why would we need him? They're right next door. The house has 5 bedrooms, Gary. Yes, and mine is next to yours.
Please welcome Norm MacDonald. Norm! Hey, Johnny. That clip didn't seem that entertaining.
That's not the whole show, is it?
That's the best part.
You picked that out especially for us?
miss you, Johnny.
I miss you. TV is
Congratulations.
better in my mind. Stop it.
On
TV
your
is better.
Academy Award.
Don't even talk about it. Just wait.
Ah, you won an Emmy.
Wait till the voices come out. We're going to be top-notch. By the way, you are the first guest to sit in our new couch. Talk to me about...
This is some couch, I'll tell you that, man.
What do you think?
I'd it. That's the highest compliment you can pay a couch.
It is a high compliment. It's just that we have a minivan of nuns. That is. Have you ever felt a couch that you felt that way before this couch?
No, this is the first one, man. I'm a normal fella, you know.
Do you think it's the ultra suede?
It may be the. It has a alluring come hither look.
It has a bit of a nice slant to it, I believe.
It's a goddamn whore. Let's be honest. No, it's a nice couch. It's a nice couch. I don't mean to disparage the couch.
Now, we're talking backstage. You mentioned Arnold. What were you saying?
Oh, I was just telling that I love Arnold Schwarzenegger. You love Arnold Schwarzenegger? I can already see him turning the state around. And I thought it was very unfair when people said that he wasn't qualified for the office, you know,
Really?
because they said, you know, because he's a movie star, you know, an action hero, you know, that shouldn't qualify him to be governor of California. But what they don't remember is, and maybe I'm wrong with this, but wasn't he at one point in his life Mr. Universe?
That's right. Well, yeah. You bring up a cogent point.
I mean, this is a tiny state on a globe in the Milky Way.
Right, just to, to see the big picture. Exactly,
Ridiculous.
You know, you're a smart fella. You should think about running for office with that.
Well, I do feel that one day I might do that. In all humility, I think that I might have some ideas, you know.
Really? Yeah.
But you know, I'm not ready yet. I think you have to prepare for these things.
Yeah.
So I started weightlifting.
You're working out on the ring. You look good, I guess.
Yeah, I got my abs.
Yeah, are those abs? Are they supposed to stick out like that? I thought the abs went in. I didn't realize. So your abs are so powerful, they're actually coming forward. Wow, that's amazing.
And they're hairy.
Your hairy abs. Yeah, I don't want to see it.
But I don't even know what I'm supposed to do when I get the abs, really. Do you just show them to people?
I don't. Did you injure yourself? Did you?
You know, I worked out, man. I went to this trainer. He was a personal trainer.
Yeah.
And this guy, man, I don't know if you've ever lifted weights. You look like you have, you know?
Yeah, I did.
But, no, he looks like a strong guy. But I went there, and I'd never lifted weights, you know, and I was new to it. And so the idea is you take the weight, you're like, ah, and you lift it up, and then you put it down.
Right, yeah.
And then right away, you lift it again. And you put it down. And you do this 20 times, and then the weight's where it was when it started, you know. And then
so you don't really gain anything.
you gain,
No.
the weight is the same place, and your muscles hurt, you're all sore and everything. And very repetitious, you know. It's the same problem I have with sex. I know it's too much of the same.
Too much
you know
of the
what I mean?
same. Yeah.
You can't get into it. And so then this character, my trainer, finally after 2 weeks of like lifting these crazy amounts of weights, I go, geez, I think I finally it's getting a little easier. He goes, I'll put more weight on it. I go, what? And I'm like, oh, it's the same thing again.
Just a never-ending cycle.
I know.
Did you hurt
It's not
yourself?
like
Did you slip a
like
disc
in
or something?
sex, if you finally figure that out, it's not like they bring a heavier lady in.
Right. Yeah, I guess that's true. Got a bigger girl? I'd like to take a break. More with Norm right after this. Bringing a heavier lady.
He anchors the Weekend Update on Saturday Night Live, and he has recently quit the nasty habit of smoking. Norm MacDonald. Norm! Now, you're a young iconoclast, Norm. You know, the kids, they get you.
What? I was going to wear a suit, and I
don't need to. I like this whole D.B. Cooper look for you, man. This is... Now,
is he the guy that jumped out of the plane?
No. He's married to Alice Cooper. Now, the thing remember you wrote for my first talk show?
Yeah, you gave me my
and
first
I used
job.
to come in the room, and you and Drake Sather had no lights on. It was like some fucking Anton LaVey Satan cult in there, and you guys used to turn out the sickest jokes ever, and everybody was always smoking. Then I see you on Saturday Night Live during the opening credits. And one of the things I like about you is you're completely unfiltered on that show. You'll say anything. And I saw in the picture you had a cigarette in your mouth. I thought, this guy just doesn't give a shit. So I asked you to come on. I find out you pussed out on me and quit smoking. What is that all about?
No, because it's bad for you. They have these fucking things on the side. You have to read the fine print where it says, it's bad.
Now, when did you first start smoking?
I started smoking when I was a kid, like when I was, I think I was like 14, and I thought, I'll look really cool like if I start smoking, because I didn't get along with anybody. So I started smoking. Wouldn't you know it, I did look cool. All of a sudden, all these broads like me and everything. Not broads, but ladies, girls, women. And it was hard though, man, because I was guilty about it all the time I smoked, because I always thought, I always knew it was bad for me, Like even though some guys will say that it's good because their uncle lived long or something and he smoked, and they'll go, hey, what about, that old guy, Bert Mustin, what about that guy, And then he just because he lived long, that doesn't mean anything, right? That's just one guy. You can't, just because Bert Mustin lived long, you're all of a sudden...
You did your master's thesis on this, didn't you? Now, did people bother you a lot when you're smoking? Were people pissed off when...
Yeah, people don't like when you smoke, they're bothered. Like, I gotta admit though, secondhand smoke is bad. Like, when I smoked, I didn't like secondhand smoke. Yeah. I like that first-hand smoke because you get to suck it right out of the cigarette, And the secondhand, any fucking thing that's already been ingested by someone is not as good, You know what I mean? Like a pork sandwich is delicious, but after a digested pork sandwich, that's fucking shit.
You can't fight that logic, Norman. You cannot. Do you think advertising brings kids to smoking? There's a lot of fight with the Joe Camel thing. Do you think they really?
Yeah, definitely they got it. Because the thing is this. The advertisers, they got to go after kids because they're not going to get adults. Like, there's not going to be a 50-year-old guy going, hey, I should start smoking. That goddamn Camel. Look at him. They got to get little children.
Joe Camel.
Yeah.
That's a frightening-looking beast.
He looks like a cock. I didn't make this up.
And I know you don't mind first-hand cock, but...
You don't know that. Don't say that. I know how this stuff happens, man. Because a buddy of mine worked on Saturday Night Live, and he said he was a fag once as a joke. And then he said everybody comes up to him saying, "Are you a fag? Gay man? I mean."
Show about smoking. They thought you meant the British word for cigarette. All right.
Exactly. Can I bum a fag? That's what they say in England.
Where else? All right.
The thing about Joe Camel looking like a cock, Dennis.
I lost my train of thought. Thanks for bringing me back.
This is what I've noticed. He doesn't even look like a fucking camel. He looks so much like a cock. Because you know how it's usually subliminal?
Yeah.
Where you have to find the cock, right? This character, you have to find the goddamn camel.
Yeah, believe me, when you only get 2 humps out of a cock, it's not worth smoking. All right, now, line 2, we got a phone call for you. Although I can't believe they'd still be on the line after this departure. Line 2, we've got Beverly from Middletown, Ohio. Beverly?
Yeah, hi, Dennis. Hi, Norm.
Hi, you didn't know my name, I don't think.
Yes, I did. I watched Saturday Night.
Do you like it?
Yeah.
I liked it when Dennis was on it.
Yeah, I did I watch Dennis every Friday.
Get out of here. You're great at that, man. You're great at this. You know why? Because you don't give a shit about Dennis. You know what I mean? It's like the best thing you can do. Whenever I'd go on, they'd go, what's it like following Chevy? And I like Chevy. He makes me laugh. I mean, what the fuck do I think about Chevy? I'm trying to make a living here.
Right,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
When I see you, I know you're thinking the same thing. Like, screw Dennis. I'm killing. Okay. Anyway, go ahead. What's your question?
Okay, since nicotine is such an addictive drug, do you think someday you'll have to have a prescription to buy a pack of cigarettes?
Well, you know, they always bring up the Constitution and talk about how we should still have the right to a militia and all that. But let's face facts, this country was built on tobacco growers. So, you know, if you're going to start changing, if you're not going to change one thing because it comes from way back then, you can't change this either. There are farmers out there who make a living. Tobacco is one of the crops that got this country going. So, no, I don't think they'll ever make it illegal.
Yeah, no, they shouldn't make it illegal. I know.
I think Norm's backing me up on that. What motivated you to quit?
Well, I guess I read this thing about how it was like a phallic symbol, and that my doctor went in. He said, you probably have an oral fixation, which you know what that means. Let's not kid ourselves, right? So that's why I always smoke like cigarettes instead of cigars, because if I'm going to have I like a little white thin cock, you know?
Are we back to cocks again? I go away to Ohio, Middletown, the center of the universe, to take a nice clean call, and then I space out. I'm thinking, I can't listen to Norm for a second. I got to get a time cue here. I come back, and you're talking about having a thin white cock in your
I don't have a thin white cock. In my cock, you mean?
No.
In my mouth. No, you misunderstand. What I'm saying is this. I'm just saying
don't make the mistake of thinking I fucking listen to you.
I just want to make it clear about that cock thing. I was just saying, if I ever was gay, if they suddenly made it mandatory or something, then I would choose the smallest cock, and I would like a guy that came fast. I don't know. I thought the subject was cocks.
No, cocks is next week.
I'm sorry. Does that answer your question?
Yes, it does. Norm MacDonald, ladies and gentlemen. Anything new? Stick around.
Luckily, we have the good taste to bring tonight's guest back. Every season, he is as uncensored a wit as they come. His new sitcom, The Norm Show, is on ABC Wednesdays at 9:30. Please welcome George Wendt, ladies and gentlemen.
They thought they were getting...
Georgie Wendt!
Well, they just Hey, how you doing, man?
How are you?
I'm all right. How's it going?
Year in, year out, my favorite guest.
All right, you're a good man.
Because you have no inner barometer of how far to go.
Well, no, because it's HBO. I like to be dirty, you know, and it's fun.
You know what you are? You're like a profane child. That's how I think of you, because you always try, I like to be dirty. Then you go up on this Pynchon-esque cock rant for like 3 minutes. Yeah, cocks are ugly, and Joe Campbell's a cock, and you're always shuffling your feet. What are you nervous about? You're a star, for Christ's sake. How's that sitcom world? Is that hell, or do you like that over there?
It's not a lot of fun, but you know, it's good to do.
No, it's not on Ohlmeyer's. Has Ohlmeyer sent you a congratulatory telegram, or what word am I looking for there?
Ohlmeyer, I haven't heard any missive, I think.
Who's the Ohlmeyer at your network?
This lady, Jamie Tarsis.
She think you're funny?
Yeah.
Ohlmeyer's not even there anymore, isn't it? Isn't one of his last official duties to whack you?
Yeah, he took off, and they got this other guy, I think it's maybe Sammy Sosa.
Scott Sassa.
Scott Sassa.
All right, now I want to do a Rorschach thing. What flashes into your mind when I say bad taste? What do you find bad taste?
Well, there was this performance art guy I remember in New York that
his whole big thing was he'd take a picture of our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ of Nazareth, and then
that's Jesus Christ.
Yeah. And then his whole act is he'd piss on it with his cock.
Wow, you know, at least he showed respect. He could have pissed with his, what, arm?
You're right. So I thought that was really in horribly bad
That's over
taste.
the line.
Yeah, because Jesus Christ, you know, he died for the guy's sin, and then the guy pisses on his picture. And it was a picture of Jesus dying for his sins. Like he was on the cross going, oh, I'm dying for the guy's sins. And then this guy's like pissing all over it. But, you know, when Judgment Day comes, he's going to have to face Jesus Christ of Almighty of Nazareth, you know.
And Jesus is going to say, hey, asshole, what's with the peeing on my picture?
That negates every other good thing he ever did, you know?
Yeah.
He's like, you don't piss on my picture.
Yeah. You don't want to come up to the gates of heaven, God's leaning there with a nunchuck strapped around his neck, you know. How do you
go, I'll have some performance art for you while the fucking devil shoves some coal up your ass.
As I said before, the childlike outro, but effective. How do you define bad taste? Is it like beauty? Is it in the eye of the beholder, or what?
Yeah, it kind of is. You know, it depends on what people. Some people like get all upset over certain words, like they think that like girls all the time, man. When I'm talking to them, like if I go, hey, how about you and I, like fuck, you know, and then the girl always goes like, I don't fuck, I make love. I make love, and I go, I don't care, whatever you want to call, as long as my dirty cock's involved, you know, I don't care. I'm not gonna get in a semantic argument. You know, you can call it making a grilled cheese sandwich as long as there's a lot of me doing that
kind of thing. Now, what's the earliest into hitting on a woman that you've ever said, I want to fuck you? You give it a couple minutes, right?
I try to get into it pretty quick. You know?
So that trump card down. No, you're in the game.
I don't, because I don't ever ask them would you like to have dinner? I don't really like having dinner with them, or having a drink with them, or anything like that.
No.
You know,
so that's your sort of exchange with women is.
Yeah, I say, hey, how about you and me fuck? And then they go, no. And then they go, how about we have dinner? And I go, I don't like dinner. You don't like fucking.
So it's a pretty basic thing you have with women. Kind of a basic exchange.
I'm not good with
Now, Norm, have you ever done anything in your long and storied career that you consider specifically to be in bad taste as you look back on it? Maybe at the time you thought it was a good play, but you look back on it and you think that was in bad taste.
Well, sometimes, like in stand-up, I'll do jokes that like one time I was doing this thing in San Francisco, and they were all gay people in the audience. They told me, so I figured I'd
in San Francisco.
Yeah.
No.
So I figured I'd do stuff about gay people so that they could relate to it.
Yeah, it's warm up. They love that.
And so I was talking about, because I went to this gay pride parade, and I saw in it there were these old men and old ladies like with these signs that said, "We are proud of our gay son." You know, and so I was saying that's an odd thing to be proud of, you know, because it's not an achievement, you know, it's not like something you work all your life to be gay or anything like that. And I just wondered, I had a hard time believing that these 50, 60-year-old men are actually bragging, you know, at work like they're, hey, Bill, you know, my kid, oh my God, we're proud of him, Johnny. He graduated from Harvard, you know. First in his class, you know what I mean? Now he's articling over at a law firm, and oh yeah, he loves cock. You know? This kid, he can't get enough cock in his mouth, his ass. This kid's always cock. I got a picture of the boy here sucking another man's cock. I want to show it to you.
What do you do with your son?
I play with him.
You do. How old is he now?
How old is this young man? He's 15 years old.
15 years
You're
old.
still playing with him.
Right.
You know, it's a funny thing.
Yeah.
When he was a very young boy, you know, when he was like 3, 4, something like that, I would play games with him, like we'd play basketball or something.
Sure.
And I'd let him win.
Right.
And now he can beat me at everything. And so he's like, hey, man, I always beat you at everything. I said, no, fuck, I used to let you win. He go, fuck, he doesn't believe it.
He always beat you.
Yeah, so he just thinks I'm some retard that can't beat a fucking infant. Well,
albeit a bad one, but nevertheless.
Just sad. It was all happening in Canada,
Canada.
You can't talk about it because it happened in Canada?
No, I'm saying.
You know what happens in Canada stays in Canada. But seriously, what led to
Hey, you want to hear a joke from my act?
Yes. I do.
He must have done something really bad.
No, it's about that whatever happened in Vegas stays in Vegas.
Go ahead. Yeah, I want to hear
that fucking whatever happens in Vegas stays in Vegas.
Yeah, I heard that. I heard that.
So actually, it doesn't really stay. Like you can't. It's not like you can kill a person and then leave Vegas and everything's cool. You know what I mean? So what I did was I looked at that phrase. What it actually means is basically you can go to Vegas, fuck a prostitute, and then she will not tell your wife.
Right. That's exactly
what they're saying.
You're saying
not like those gossipy small town whores.
You're saying
back to where you come from. I'm saying back at home, they're blabbermouths.
You're saying, in other words,
they're sitting in the beauty parlor going, "Oh, you're married to Hank Johnson? I fucking shit on his face last night."
In other words,
it's a small world.
There are certain people who literally.
What did Gilbert do? I read in the computer that Gilbert said something back at Affleck or something.
Well, I don't. Gilbert is not the type to apologize for anything he says, but I think it cost him a lot of money. The Affleck gig was easy. Once a year he goes in, acts like a duck, and he makes a ton of dough.
And he doesn't even have to say anything but Affleck.
Hey, you're right, Affleck. So he didn't know Affleck, I guess, has 75% of their business in Japan. And they got a bit offended by what was going on. So
I did an audition for it.
Did you really?
Did you?
It seems like everyone is being auditioned
Now,
for the
what
Affleck
did you do? Did you try to sound like Gilbert, or did you try to change the duck?
They said I have only been on like 5 auditions in my life, and everyone's been a fucking nightmare.
You don't strike me as an auditioning kind of guy.
I'm the worst fucking ever. So I go in, and then the woman goes like, I just thought I'd have to say Affleck once.
Right, that's easy.
So she goes, listen. I want you to create a story. Like, that's what I want you to do. Like, you just think of the duck, be quizzical and funny, and then sarcastic, and then serious, and then sexy. And she goes, just create a story. Have fun. They all say, fucking have fun with it.
No, this is my work. There's no fun here.
So then, like, 3 seconds in, I'm like, I want to get the fuck out of here. I ain't gonna be the fucking duck. So she left, and then there's just me and a guy with a hat. So I said, listen, man, I'll just say Affleck and get the fuck out of here, because I only got so many fucking moments in my life.
Right, you got a life to live.
Yeah. So have you ever been in that situation? You never have been, because you have complete freedom. But it's me, a guy with a hat. He's telling me how to say Affleck. I'm saying Affleck. I'm going, I don't have that many years left.
It dawned on you that this is actual.
This is time.
Like if a doctor told you had 3 weeks to live, you'd say, God, I'm spending too much time here.
Exactly.
So
you go to psychiatrist.
Yeah. Do you go to psychiatrist?
I went for 4 times.
I could see you'd be difficult.
I started making up shit.
Right.
And it was like
routines.
bad.
Did you feel
not routines, but I'd exaggerate things, and then I go, well, no, it wasn't that bad.
So it was hard for you to take yourself seriously in therapy.
The first time I went was here in New York, man. I went to a fucking apartment. It was in an apartment.
Is this during Saturday Night Live years?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I was fucking addicted to gambling and shit, so that's why I went. But anyways, I go to this.
You're not addicted anymore to that?
You went and got cured?
I got cured.
Yeah, look at him. He's cured. He's only gambling $100,000 a hand now.
So the lady. So it's a lady. It was a lady.
Yeah.
A lady psychiatrist.
Yes. Attractive?
No.
Thank God.
Man.
You're like such a seductress. I could see you.
Like the things at the bottom of the fish tank?
Yeah.
Like
the sucking fish?
Yeah, she looked like that. But she was a nice lady.
Like a flounder.
And smart from the universities and shit, right?
Did someone recommend you? Someone from Lorne Michaels say this
Somebody said go to this lady. So I go in, right? And I never been to no psychiatrist. So she starts asking me questions. And I'm making little jokes and shit, right? Everything she's asking. So she says, enough with the fucking jokes. What's that shit, right? Don't do jokes.
Right, take it seriously.
What, you're talking about your father and stuff, and you're making jokes.
Right.
Like, say really what it is. So I go, I never did that in my life, right? So I'm like, all right. So fucking then I'm talking. So then cut to fucking 25 minutes later, tears streaming down my eyes. I'm fucking like a fucking little fag baby, right? I don't know if babies are fags, I don't know, but I'm crying and shit, right? And then she's like, okay, time's up, beat it.
Yeah.
So I'm like, whoa. I go, no, please. I go, I'll pay you more. Just I have to stay here, right? And she's like, there's another lady, get out, So I'm like, ah. So then I walk out in the cold New York, with the hot dog vendors. They don't give a fuck about you.
Yeah.
Tears. And I go through Central Park shaking. And here's a story about Rodney, man. He was fucking guy. Kept doing coke and shit, even when you get scared at some point. You stop doing drugs.
Yeah. Right.
Most humans.
Not him.
This fucker, 80, whatever he was, doing all kinds of shit. Saga told me the story, right? So he's in the hospital, and he's got a fucking brain tumor that's going to cause a heart attack. All this crazy shit, right?
Right.
So everybody's worried about him. Just leaves the hospital 2 days later, right?
Walks out on his own.
Yeah, so he's in the comedy store with 2 hookers, and he's waiting for Ron Jeremy to show up.
Oh my goodness!
So this is 2 days later.
Yeah.
So Saget told me he walked in, he was like completely shocked. He said, "Rodney, how you doing, man? Well, what's going on?" He goes, "How are you doing?" And Rodney goes, "How am I doing?" He goes, "I'm sitting here with 2 whores waiting for a guy who can suck his own dick. How you doing?"
Still very quick.
Yeah.
He was a genuine character. I know guys who went into meetings with him about a movie.
Yeah.
He'd show up late in a bathrobe with his balls hanging out.
Yeah.
And like legendary stories of it. You talk about not giving a fuck. You worship that. You want to be that guy who doesn't give a fuck, right?
I met Rodney, man, when I was I made the worst mistake ever, which I was in the fucking hotel, and I loved Rodney and shit. I didn't know him. And I was coming down in the casino. I was coming down the fucking elevator, and Rodney was in the elevator. I'm like, oh my God, it's Rodney. I gotta say something to him. So anyways, I'd worked on some stupid fucking thing with this director who said he worked with Rodney.
Yeah.
So I used that as a thing, right? So I go, hey, Rodney. I go, we have a common friend. He goes, who's that? I go, Paul Johnson. He goes, that cocksucker. He goes, that fucker's no friend. And there's a full elevator. That fucker's no friend of mine. You tell him he can suck my dick. I'm like, oh, I'm not his friend. I'm not his friend.
And you hear these stories that Rodney was sort of a bitter guy because he made it late in life and all that. But yet he was a sweet guy because
he helped everybody.
I mean, he did something for me that I'll never forget. Like I appeared on the Tonight Show with Jay Leno back when I would work with that scumbag.
Yeah.
I'm just fucking. He's a great guy. Anyway, I went on the Tonight Show and Rodney called me at my house. Now I didn't know Rodney. He just says, "Hey, Howard, I just want to tell you, when I used to do shows, no one ever called me. No one ever said I did good. I knew what you were doing up there. You were great. You were doing a great job."
Cool.
And I was like, wow, Rodney, dangerous. I mean, because he's the guy. If he thinks you did okay, I must have done okay.
Yeah.
So what a tremendous, nice thing to do for somebody.
Unbelievable. Well, I met him on Saturday Night Live because he came and did, when I did Update, he came and did some jokes on his 75th birthday. So we have to do dress first at 8:30 and then at 11:30 the show,
Right.
So he comes and he's like, hey, Norm, I got to fucking talk to you, So I go in and I'm like, Mr. Dangerfield, it's great to meet you. That's the first time I ever met him. He goes, listen, man. He goes, what the fuck, man? Why am I doing it at 8:30? I know my fucking jokes. I'll just come back at 11:30. I go, I don't know how it works, Rodney. You got to do it. He goes, God damn. He goes, let me tell you something, kid. This was his advice to me.
Kid.
He goes, let me tell you something, kid. He goes, this fucking TV shit, He goes, this waiting around all the fucking time. It's a bunch of all shit. It's shit. He goes, it's the same with fucking movies, You're in the movie, and then you're in the fucking trailer all the time. That's all you're doing is fucking jerking off in the trailer, He goes, it's all shit, kid. He goes, remember this and remember it. Remember it forever. Stand up, man. That's all there is. Stand up.
And he meant it.
Then there's a fucking 5-minute pause. He's looking me right in the eyes. He goes, stand up, shit.
He forgot. It's all shit.
Oh, my God. Okay, well.
A negative guy. Yeah.
I'll tell you the time I went to fucking You know this guy Milos Forman.
Yeah, he's a big director.
So he saw me on Saturday Night Live, so he got the idea I was smart.
I always thought that.
Everybody always thought that.
Because I'm reading the news and shit like that. So he's come to we go out to eat at Nobu and shit, right? And so I go with him. So it's me, him, and two guys from two foreigners.
Right.
And so these guys know everything, you know. And so they're like, what about the situation in the Balkans or something like that?
Yeah, you're the newsman.
Yeah, so I'm just sitting there like a retard. They know everything, right?
Right. They're concerned.
Yeah.
Right.
So he thought, and I just kind of play along like by repeating what they'd said 3 sentences ago.
Right, yeah.
And so anyways, he goes, I put you in the movie, man. I need a guy to... And he was going to give me a big part.
Right.
So I was like, no, don't do that. Like, I can't act. And he's like, don't worry about it. I go, seriously, Milos, I don't want you to give me a big part. So he's like, what do you want? I go, just give me a small part. That'd be cool. So he made me a reporter, right, in this People versus Larry Flint.
Right,
Okay.
yes.
Yeah. I played one of the people.
Right.
So
originally, I think it sounds like you were about to be Larry Flint. Right.
Oh my God.
Hey, I'm Larry Flint.
I have stories about that fucker
Right.
too.
Yeah.
But we go to we do the movie, right? And I'm a reporter, you know. So he goes, you drive up and get out of the car and run in. I go, well, I can't drive. He goes, oh. So he goes, okay, a cab will drive you. So it doesn't make sense. Like a reporter is in a cab. So I get to so we do the scene. It's me and Larry Flint, you know, me and Woody Harrelson.
Yeah.
So. He has all these cameras. He goes, okay, he goes, you don't have to worry too much about the script. Just, he's a really cool guy. And he goes, just whenever you're ready, do it, So then, anyways, Woody Harrelson's really cool. And fucking actors, man, when they're really good, it's like something different.
Right.
And because I'm just waiting for the other fucker to stop talking and hope to God I remember
You're
my
not even
lines.
paying attention.
No, I'm just hoping to remember my words. So anyways, fucking what's his name? Woody Harrelson asked me if I want a beer,
Mm-hmm.
He goes, you want a beer? I go, no, it's cool. I don't drink, He goes, you don't want a beer? I go, no, I don't drink, but thanks, man. And then I go, you drink? Like, I thought you just smoked weed and all that shit. And then all of a sudden, Milos Forman goes, "Cut! What the fuck is going on?" Like we were in the movie.
You didn't know.
No.
You thought he was talking to you.
Because he was looking at me and talking like a regular person.
Oy vey.
There was nothing fake about it.
You got caught up in the movie.
He was such a good actor.
You said you'd rather play Frogger than have sex.
Oh yeah, well you have to know Frogger, it's a game. It's an arcade game where a little frog has to go across the river.
Yeah.
And they have like little logs that he has to, and sometimes the log's a crocodile and tries to eat him.
You're like totally into that?
Yeah, I like a lot of things better than sex. I don't care for sex that much.
See, that's the thing with me too, because I'm totally bored. I don't have any. What's the matter?
Yeah. It hasn't gotten better over the centuries, It's always the same thing. It's very I had sex when I was young man, and then I had it for a while, and then I realized it's kind of always the same thing, There's only a few things you can do. You can go like this and then over, you know what I mean? You go, I'll do this for a while, and then...
Do you think that we're being drugged by the government to lose interest in sex?
Oh no, I just think it's a thing that, when people go, hey, that guy's he's good in bed, And to me, how hard is it? It's not like if you're good in badminton or something, that's a hard thing, badminton. You gotta, and Frogger, But sex, you can figure it out in like 10 minutes,
Yeah, and like goats do it and stuff. Like goats and pigs and stuff all do it, so
Right.
how special can it be?
Exactly. Show me a goat that can get past the third level of Frogger.
That's right, Nora. That's right.
The writers write it, and then you say it, so then if it's not funny, the audience hates you,
Right, that's exactly why you have to be so mean to writers.
Right. Like the
But
audience
think of
is,
like this.
the audience is going to watch the Roseanne show and go, oh, that dirty Bruce Rasmussen, he's not funny at all. Right?
They don't get that. The writers don't get that it's your ass out there. They go like, no, it is funny. I'd be like, I don't think it's funny.
Yeah.
Well, I wrote it and I say it's funny. Well, then you go out there and say it. They want they kind of want a robot that'll just say anything.
Yeah, but they're good people, the writers, you know. I have to go back and talk to them after the show.
Yeah, remember when I used to make y'all wear numbers?
Yeah. Yeah, Roseanne made us all wear numbers on our shirts so she wouldn't have to speak to us as human beings. So, you know, she'd say, hey, just number 9. And actually, we have some writers on this show that worked at Roseanne, your show.
Yeah, so.
We have 3 and 8.
Are they any good? I remember those guys. Are they any good now?
Oh, yeah, they're great. They're great.
So.
Yeah.
I know that the guy that used to write the, what do you call it, in Hustler magazine.
What?
He used to write the jokes, the captions under the comics in Hustler magazine.
Where is
he? He's the one that created your show.
He is?
He's the most talented. Yeah, he's the most talented of all of them. He also did Drew Carey. He's the most talented number I ever had on that show.
Yeah.
And I wish him the best.
Yeah,
and
he's Bruce Halford. Yeah, 3.
Yeah, he wrote he started out at Hustler magazine.
Yeah, I didn't know that. Those things were hysterical. He never told me that. You mean like the really dirty cartoons with the blood and everything?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then they have those captions. They were funny.
Yeah, they're hilarious.
That one time I had a psychiatrist.
Yeah.
And because they told me I should go see a psychiatrist. I didn't want to go see one or anything like that. But so I go to see this dude, a psychiatrist, and I'm talking to the guy, and I couldn't think of any problems or anything that I had. You know, I was just like, guy I'm working with is kind of a troublemaker, you know, and the boss is always. So I'm just like, nothing to say, and the guy's like sitting there, you know. So then I go to the guy twice, right? And then I'm reading the paper. The guy kills himself.
Really?
Yeah, he killed himself. And then I was reading his horrible life, like he was on all these drugs, and he was one of those guys that like to hang themselves there to have sex, and all this weird stuff. Anyway.
Oh, my God!
Yeah. And then I just kept thinking, good God, like the last week of his life, he was listening to my boring problems, you know? He's all troubled, and I'm going, anyways, the guy, you know, I don't think he respects me, my boss, you know?
That's kind of, did like that, how deeply did that frighten you? When you read it in the paper that he killed himself.
Yeah, I don't like hearing about guys killing themselves.
That's really scary, isn't it?
Yeah. Especially a psychiatrist, you figure they got it all going on in their head, right?
Yeah. And then, like, when you find out they're crazier than you.
Yeah. I don't like that. Because I don't like those psychiatrists, too. I'm always afraid, like, that, you know, they get you under their spell there.
Yeah,
and then,
they do.
And then you don't have anybody else. You only trust the guy.
Yeah.
And then, of course, first thing he does has sex with you.
That's right. Yeah, the first, it's like a cult. It's a horrifying cult, I think.
Same with hypnotists. Like, I always think if a hypnotist is going to hypnotize you, he should say right before, I promise I will not have sex with you, you know, while you're under. Because, you know, I want to give up smoking, but at the same time. I brought some pizza.
Oh, boy. Oh, I love this pizza.
Yeah, pizza.
Dairy pizza. Oh, my God, look it.
It's kosher pizza.
It's so good, too.
Because you're Jewish.
That's right. I just want to be able to eat pepperoni that's made out of veal or something. I love that.
You'll go to hell.
What, if I eat pepperoni with pork?
Yeah, because you're Jewish.
Will that make me go to hell?
Yeah, isn't that the whole idea?
Go to hell?
No, I'm Christian. I can eat any kind of pizza and not go to hell.
For eating it either.
Oh, you don't?
No, I don't go to hell.
Well, they don't specifically mention pizza in the Old Testament, but it's
But they do mention pepperoni.
Yeah. This pizza
but
here.
But it doesn't say you'll go to hell. It just says, you never know where, you know.
You might want to avoid this piece. Actually has hooves on it. You want to eat that? And I said, listen, man, because I kept hearing these things about how old people always have sex.
Yeah.
So I said to my grandmother, grandfather, do you still have sex with my grandmother? He was like, good Lord, no. And then he was explaining it to me. He was like, because in his own head, he thinks he's like a young dude.
Yeah.
You know? And so he says, like, when you get old, it's not like all of a sudden your taste change where you go, hey, that wrinkly old lady looks good.
He told you that?
Yeah.
Wow. He said that people still look good when they're in their 20s to like real old guys?
Yeah, yeah. Because he said whenever he looked in the mirror, he was always shocked because he thought he was like a doughboy back in the First World War. You know, he thought he was a handsome dude, and even if he did know he was ugly, he still was not attracted to the old bags.
Norm MacDonald is on the Adam Carolla Show.
Great to see you, Norm.
Hey, Adam. Hey,
Teresa.
Hi, how you doing?
Norm's going to be at the Bray Improv tomorrow. That is Thursday through Sunday. 2 shows on Friday and Saturday. Feels like a tall order for Norm MacDonald.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun, man. It's gonna be a donkey ride to heaven.
Sure will be. Hey, Norm, I don't know if you can remember this story, but somebody, I think, told it to me about you gambling, coming in late, and calling for a wake-up call that was probably just a few minutes after you went to bed. Do you remember that story?
Yes.
How did that story go? I remember laughing hysterically, but I don't remember all the details.
It was back when I was drinking, and I was really drinking a lot. And I was gambling and everything, and then I went up to the room and I said, I phoned down to I'm trying to remember, I phoned back down to the front desk and I said, listen, give me a wake-up call for 6 o'clock. And I was like, oh, it's 5 to 6. And I said, I better let you go, you'll be dialing soon.
Norm, it's like Ty Pennington got to your head and made you over. The last time I saw you, you had a gray beard.
Oh, yeah.
You
Why
really...
did you say I was sober? I don't drink.
Wow. You don't drink?
I don't drink and I don't do drugs, but it's an odd
Really?
thing. Yeah, I don't do anything.
Hold on,
You've never been a drinker?
Oh, I have in the past when I was a young boy, but I get scared, like, you know, when you're young, do anything, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because you don't think you're going to die, so when I was young, people just hand me pills, I'd eat them, and then I got older, and I was like, God damn, man, I'm going to die, I'm not going to do nothing.
Right.
So,
but you still gamble. That's a vice, right?
It's a vice, but it's not life-threatening in any way.
Right, unless your bookie kills you.
Right. It's quality of life-threatening, arguably.
I'll tell you something, bookies don't really kill you.
They don't. They want their money back.
They want to make a deal. I had a bookie take all my money, and because I won so much, and then my buddy's like, oh, man, you got to break his leg and stuff, right? And I'm like, what? I'm already out all this money. I'm not going to...
Yeah, you won a bet. What was it, like $100,000 or something?
Yeah,
and
a lot
it
of
just didn't
money.
pay off.
Now, what were you betting on? Were you betting on football? What was
football mostly, yeah. But it became crazy where it was like basketball every single day.
So, Norm, you have not had a drink in how long?
Well, first of all, I'm not an alcoholic.
That's
so I don't count
the first thing alcoholics say.
No, alcoholics count the days. They know how long it's been. So sometimes I'll go to a party, a guy will go, hey, what do you want to drink? I go, just give me a water. And then they'll go, are you alcoholic? And I'm like, no, man, you're the guys that are drinking.
Right.
You know, I want a water. And they go, oh, yeah, no, we understand.
So you don't...
All right, I'll drink.
So you don't...
I'll get drunk out of my mind and barf all over myself if it'll take away the stigma of being an alcoholic. But I knew a friend, man, that some guys can get any women they want.
Yeah.
You know? And I'm sure you know the type, you know. It's not like they're incredibly handsome or anything, but just somehow they have some about them. And my buddy Bill,
yeah,
this guy could get any lady. I'm telling you, literally had sex with a different woman every night. I asked him, I said, what's your secret, you know? He said, I'm a serial rapist.
Stop.
Did
you say that on The View the other day when you were on The View?
I didn't go on The View. They don't want me on there.
I thought you were on The View.
No, they don't like me anymore.
Why won't they have you?
Well, one time they wanted me to go on The View, right? So I was like up all night, like for a long time, because I was in my gambling days and stuff like that. And so the guy kept phoning me, the producer of The View, you know?
Yeah,
and,
Bill Geddes.
Yeah, that's the guy. Yeah. And so he kept having funny ideas I could do, you know?
Right.
Like they have those guys. You know?
Right.
So
here's a funny idea. Let's not talk about rape. Like ideas like that. No, it's fine with me. It's just funny. It strikes me with Norm and with me sometimes you talk to producers about funny ideas maybe you shouldn't be doing.
Oh, they do that.
More do-nots than do's.
Yeah, they do that. They go, hey, don't swear on The View like you're going to swear. Like
right.
That retarded.
Here's an idea for your segment. Don't use the N-word.
Yeah.
Well, what happened? How did you end up offending?
So anyways, the guy kept following me with these crazy ideas. He'd go like, hey, why don't you come out with like a red wig on? And I'm like, why would I do that? And he goes, the gals are teasing Barbara about her new hair tint. I'm like, yeah, that seems all right. Because I'm trying to be nice. I have a hard time saying no, So yeah, maybe. He goes, and then so finally I go, I'll think of something, So and I'm at a poker table the whole time talking to him, and, because I used to play for like 72 hours straight, and so he keeps phone. He's like, I got it, man. He's like, you carry out a cell phone onto the show, right? And then he goes, halfway during the show, your cell phone rings, and it's your agent, Morty, you know? So you pick it up, you're like, hey, man, I'm on The View. This is no time to talk here, Morty. He goes, Morty's not on the line. You just pretend,
Right.
And, this is a terrible time, Morty. I'm on the TV, So I go, oh, yeah, that sounds good, with no intention of really doing it.
Right. Now, what time did you go to bed that night?
I didn't go to bed, so
I'm
driving to the stupid View, right? And I go, I had this story about Cosby, so I go, I'll do that story about meeting Bill Cosby, So I show up and they put makeup on. I go, what are you gonna talk about? I go, I'm cool, man. Just tell them, do you ever meet Bill Cosby? So as I'm walking in, the producer, unbeknownst to me, slips the cell phone in. He goes, remember our bit? And I go, yeah.
You got out of the red wig, though.
Yeah, I know. I didn't have to do that. This is got to be a long story. But what happened was,
it's good though.
I went on to The View. And, they're supposed to just talk to you. Now, this was when, this was a long time, but this was when President Bush was, he wasn't the president, he was running for the presidency. Right?
Right.
So I don't know nothing about politics.
Right.
But Ben Stein had called me, and he said that, Ben Stein? So, like, when Clinton came, like, there was, like, 10,000, like, Streisand and Schwarzenegger, everybody, showed up. And then when Bush showed up, it was just me and Ben Stein.
He used to be a speechwriter for Nixon.
Yeah, that is a very sobering homecoming for Bush. Just Norm MacDonald and Ben Stein at the airport.
Good God. I got to talk to him for a half hour in the Air Force One. Anyway,
wow.
The story is I go on The View, and as soon as I get on The View, I'm all tired and everything. I'm like, all right, ladies, what's going on in the news? Bill Cosby? What's going on? And so all of a sudden, they show a picture of me standing next to George Bush, who's running for presidency, and they go, hey, check this out. Whoa, Norm, like, as if it was a picture of Kurt Waldheim standing beside Hitler in the woods or something, And I'm like, they're like, what's this all about? Like I'm crazy.
Right.
And I go, I don't know. So just to get on their nerves, I go, well, it's better than that last guy, Clinton. He murdered a guy. And so then Barbara Walters went all crazy, and she's like, what did you say, young man? And I'm like, oh, I thought it was a matter of public record. Like, I just try to get more. I go, didn't he murder a guy? I heard he murdered that Vince Foster guy, and they pretended it was a suicide or something. And I'm like, isn't that a matter of public record? She's like, listen, you're treading on thin ice, mister. He should call me mister. I'm like, no, I thought he murdered a guy. I said it about 6 times, So, and she's like, what about Bill Cosby?
To be fair to her, she thought you were Tim Meadows. To be fair to her.
So anyways, and so the whole audience is all in shock and awe and everything. They don't know how to react to this, all craziness. And all of a sudden, my cell phone rings, right?
You got the bit, yeah.
The bit. Morty's on the phone.
I forgot about it. was coming from the speakers. I didn't know what it was like that. And so then it occurred to me, and I pulled out the cell phone. I'm like, hey, Morty, this is a terrible time to call, right? So then Barbara Walters goes, what are you doing, you know? And I go, I don't know. So that retard in the back told me to pretend Morty was calling. And then she goes, she just stared at me for like 3 seconds. She goes, you are one piece of work, mister. Wow. And that was the end of that.
She just said it was Vince Foster calling from the beyond.
It's calling from hell. Says I'll see you soon. Norm's got a new CD out called Ridiculous. Norm, when we left off, we were talking about Bill Cosby and you never getting to tell your Bill Cosby story on The View, but you can certainly tell it here.
Oh, Bill Cosby? Well, I opened for Bill Cosby, and I was really excited, you know, because I'm a comedian, and he was like the first comedian I ever heard and everything, and I still love him, you know. And so I was real excited and everything, and and we're performing, oh my Lord, it was like an entire football field, right?
Well, where is it?
It was LSU. And I'm sorry, it was Tulsa. It doesn't matter.
Right. You didn't have to correct yourself.
And so I get there, and it's an entire football field and a little tiny stage, and I have no way of knowing how to, you know. So I'm like, you know, anyone have an answering machine? And then you're just, they're just talking to each other.
Right.
Know? I have no idea of how to talk to this many people, you know, so they completely ignore me for the whole thing. But, you know, they don't hate me or anything. They just don't notice me.
They're ambivalent.
So I'm like, how on earth, you know? So I was interested in seeing how Bill Cosby do it. So Bill Cosby lands in a helicopter like 10 minutes before, and he's wearing a sweatshirt, and I'm in a suit and everything, you know. And he says, why are you wearing the suit? I said, oh, Bill Cosby. He goes, college. He talks like just in words. He doesn't use He goes, college sweatshirt. And I'm like, okay.
Doing a Mad Lib.
Yeah. So he gets up, and so he's a guy's a genius. Just stand beside the lady. He's not nervous at all, of course, you know. He says, anything going on in the school? She says, next week we play LSU, you know, we're Tulsa. He goes, it's okay, fine. And then they introduce me, walks out, and he goes, Tulsa! And everybody screams, right? And then he goes, LSU! And everybody boos. And then he goes, Tulsa! And everybody screams louder. And he goes, LSU! Exactly. So he says it about 5 times, every time slower. And now they're going up and down like they're in a lather, you know? Right. And then he goes, next week I will be performing LSU, and I'll be doing that bit backwards. They all laugh. Amazing, amazing. But anyways, afterwards, so I talked to him, and I go, oh, man, you're the best. You know, I listened to you as a kid and everything, and my dad, like, was racist. But he loved you know. And I think
it's the ultimate compliment.
It is. It tempered, like, his racism and stuff.
Yeah, it's like telling a cow that your mom's vegan but was willing to eat just you. Yes. That's how much she loves you.
Yeah, if you want to compare an African-American to a cow, that would be a good analogy.
Well, you don't want to pick another animal, one that may climb a tree and eat bananas.
This is getting ugly. Let's...
All right, Norm, come on, reel it in.
So Cosby says to me, so I said, yeah, my dad loves you. He goes, where does your dad live? I go, Ottawa. So he turns to his agent, you know, whatever guy who was with him. He goes, Fred, am I not doing Ottawa? So he looks on his thing, and he says, oh, yes, so Mr. Cosby, you're doing Ottawa in August. And he goes, give me the man's father. He says, so now I'll get your father front row seat afterward. He'll come back to and talk with me, and I'll treat the man well. And I was like, oh, man, that's great. So he goes, give me a pen. The man needs a pen and a paper. Write down the phone number. And so I'm getting a pen and paper, and I realize my dad's dead, right? He's been dead like 10 years.
Well, 666 would be the area code.
He's a VIP.
Sorry, buddy.
So I go, oh, man, I don't want to now say my dad's dead and bring the whole conversation down.
Right, sure.
So I just write down 9 numbers, you know. Is it 9, 10? I know
you gave him a fake number for your dad.
He's a mathematical genius. Norm MacDonald, everybody.
I know the area code of where my dad lived. So anyways, I go, here you go. He'll enjoy it. He's alive, you know. The guy, he probably
demolishing a hit alive so hard.
Yeah, that's a tell.
So then, amazingly enough, first of all, this shows you how powerful people can find anybody, right? I was doing this lame thing on the Drew Carey show, and as a little guest star, you know, and the stage manager runs up. She goes, "Bill Cosby's on the phone."
What? He tracked you down.
Yeah, he can find anybody.
How long after you'd seen him on the field at Tulsa?
3 months later.
Mm-hmm.
So I get on the phone, and it's Bill Cosby. He's like, "I found the number. The man is not, it's different than your father. The man is different. And I phoned twice I phoned the same man." And so I'm like, keep lying. I go, I'm sure that's his number. I don't know what to do.
Norm, couldn't he have died in the interim? You could have said he just died.
Oh, man, that's savvy. That's fast. That was fast.
The more you know.
How to lie to Bill Cosby.
So anyways, I did actually tell that story, and I was at Saturday Night Live. I told that story on a talk show, and the next day, man, I went into my office at Saturday Night Live, and there was about 600, flowers, whole big things of flowers. The office was, packed with flowers. It was so, crazy, and finally, on one of the little flowers, there was a little note, and it said, "I'm sorry to be the one to tell you, but your father has long since died, Bill Cosby."
Wow.
So he was fun. He went to all that trouble to make a joke.
Wow, what a guy.
Seems like a great guy.
Sweet man.
Well, I'd be a bad pimp. You be my girl.
All right.
You two be my girls.
Yeah. All right.
I'll be a pimp. Okay, listen, girls, I got to talk to you.
Yeah.
Okay?
Hey, Sir Magic Norm.
Listen, I don't you guys have had attitude against me.
Well, I just feel like you've been taking a lot of our money.
A lot of you have not been paying me.
What?
Huh? You know I have the knife. I know you guys have never seen it. But I'm the ones that found you at the bus stop and let you sleep on my couch.
Yeah, that wasn't much of an upgrade. Especially with your constant raping.
Futon.
Yeah.
Listen,
I've had a good night of
that was
sleep.
part of the deal. I thought that was the unspoken. But anyways, I want some of the money. Look, it doesn't have to be 90-10.
I don't know.
I understand the 90-10 was a little usurious on my part. But have a 50-50. You get to sleep here.
Cheryl, what do you think? I don't think so.
I don't know. I really
have a knife.
The cost of living for prostitutes
I'm starting to think you guys don't believe I have the knife.
I haven't seen your knife.
But you've heard stories.
Well, only from you.
That I cut that girl? That's a true story. I wasn't making that up.
I talked to Cindy.
Oh, you know you met Cindy?
Yeah, she said
she's
you never.
a liar.
She said you never cut her.
She's
she
a
said
liar.
she got in a car accident. That's where the scar came from.
Yeah, she said you talked about the knife all the time,
I
but
could
she
get
never
a knife.
saw the knife.
I could buy
That's
a
what
knife.
she said you said to her.
Yeah, I could buy a knife easy. I know people.
Well, now you got to buy a knife?
I know people.
Hold on. You said you had a knife. You have a knife, but it's in a catalog?
I know people that could get me a knife illegally.
Well,
that
that's
couldn't
like,
even be traced. I'd stab
but
you.
It's like me saying I have a swimming pool, but it's at someone else's condo.
What, you used to be afraid of me.
I'm not. Well, you don't even have a knife. You just said you could buy a knife.
You used to be so afraid of me when I threatened you.
You said you'd beat me with a car antenna, but you don't even have a car. You drive a Geo Metro. That's not a pimp car.
You want to go to a bad guy?
I thought you were badass.
I've never hurt you.
But listen,
I've protected you from everybody.
Stepfather beat me, and
I've protected you. Haven't I protected you? Except for the two times. Except for the 2 times.
All right.
And those guys were big.
All right, but you promised to beat me, and that's why I was attracted to you, because of the history I have with my stepfather.
I know.
And
I
the
get
physical
uncomfortable.
abuse.
I get uncomfortable. But I push you.
Yeah,
I don't treat you nice.
You pulling lint off my sweater's not a push.
I said the other night that your lasagna was undercooked.
Yeah, I know, but so I gave you, and then that's because I gave you a middle piece. When I gave you an end piece, you said it was delectable.
And that thing you do where you lick your finger to wipe the stains off our faces, we don't like that.
Yeah, we don't like the smudge thing.
I've become too close.
Look, we didn't get into this not to be beaten or threatened or to keep 90% of our booty.
How often do I mention the knife?
All right, and you reminding us to use condoms and to say thank you.
Mm-hmm. And you telling us we don't have to do what we don't want to do?
Yeah.
It's not helping our business.
Yeah.
Well, you don't have to do any of this stuff. Listen, unless the guy's big, I'll protect you guys. If I can take the guy.
Remember when you invited us
I'm not going to stab a guy.
With your knife?
I'm not going to stab. No, I'm not going to stab a guy.
Well, you invited us to stay at your.
Sometimes he's just doing weird stuff, but it's not that weird.
But let me say this. you working out of your mom's house is awkward for both of us, okay?
Yeah.
And sure, she's a delight, and she makes a great
And
rum
nobody's
pudding.
mentioned anything, right? This is a complete secret.
Well, your mom, I mean, look, let's first off, you wearing Dockers and flip-flops is no outfit for a pimp. We're going to have to get you, like, made over. You drive a Geo Metro. You keep threatening your pimp hand, but you never laid a hand on either one of us. You're not verbally abusive. You're not physically abusive. I laid, by the way, the first 2 nights I spent on your mom's sofa. I slept with no underpants on, presenting. I wasn't raped once. You came by 2 times. You offered me milk when you went to the kitchen, and then another time you also offered me postum. I don't even know what that is. You're just a bad pimp. Thank you.
The bad
scene.
pimp.
And scene.
You know, Zuckerberg says he's only eating his own meat that he kills now. Have you read that?
With his bare hands.
Yeah.
Zuckerberg?
The kid's a monster.
He tries to do one thing to alter his modern lifestyle every year. And this year he says he's only going to eat meat that he's actually killed. And I was wondering, what are you adhering to
I'm
lately?
a vegetarian, a strict vegetarian.
No, have you done that?
Well, I eat chicken.
What's not all that?
That's not vegetarian.
I'm not. I said I'm not strict. I eat chicken and
steaks
beef. Pork. I ate raw game. Did you ever eat? It's not dead yet.
No, you're
and
over
you
there.
eat it, and as you're eating it, their death throes are making you hungry.
There's nothing.
That's better than a soybean.
Yeah, you're right.
Which sounds better, that or soybean?
Listen, some of the best meals I've had is that Mongolian thing over at Dahmer's on Wednesday night. Literally, we ate a Mongolian.
Did I tell you I ate a live fish in real life?
No.
Yeah, I was at a sushi restaurant, and the guy's like Japanese. Mm-hmm. And so I go, I eat just sashimi, like raw fish. Mm-hmm. I don't eat with rice or anything like that.
Yeah.
Like trying to impress him. So he goes, you eat live fish? I go, yeah. Even though I don't. And he goes,
never think he's going to call you on it.
Yeah, and I go, plus it sounds kind of cool. Mm-hmm. And he goes, I get you live fish. I go, thanks, man. Like I was an inside guy, and then he brought out a fish and hit it and knocked it out and put it on a stick. It was live. And that clears out a sushi bar. A lot of people, the girl I was in was barfing in a bathroom, and the only people interested was the guy, the Japanese sociopath guy, and all the Mexican help. They were all like looking like I'd eat it, and so I had to cut it. And then they leave the fish that's on the skeleton that looks like the one Sylvester found on a garbage thing. Mm-hmm. To move. It's moving and like a dead bobblehead, and you had to put water in its mouth to keep it alive so you could watch it die as you ate. It was a nice meal.
Jesus, I'm living such a hell life. I mean,
but anyways, here I am, a young lad auditioning for the Joan Rivers show when it was on.
Yeah.
It's the first time I ever came to the United States. Me and Howard Busgang.
Yeah.
And so me and Howard Busgang and Mario Cantone, Joan Rivers likes us all, you know. So we're at the Hyatt Regency, which is across from the Comedy Store, where we auditioned for Joan Rivers.
Yeah.
And it's me and Howard Busgang are in the room, you know, and Howard Busgang smoked marijuana at the time, you know. Sure. I don't.
Yeah.
You know? But he smoked marijuana, and I was watching.
Yeah.
And so I said, Howard, man, it's weird. You're just smoking marijuana all by yourself. Why don't you invite old Mario Cantone over, right? So he phones Mario Cantone's room. Mario Cantone goes, yeah, I'll come over. So he comes over like a minute later, all red-faced with his lover, right?
Yeah, okay.
He's also red-faced. They're drenched in sweat.
Okay, yeah. They've just been fornicating.
Yeah, they've been fornicating.
Yeah.
And so they're like, yeah, we'll take some. So they take a quick, smoke this joint so that they'll enhance their orgasm later, right?
Right, sure, okay.
Then they give it back to poor Howard Busgang. And he's sitting there with this joint that has God knows what on it.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah,
so Howard Busgang, in an effort to be politically correct, even though they're gone, smokes the joint and gets full-blown AIDS. No. No, I just made up that last part. No, Howard Busgang's a great guy. He's doing a show right now.
Wow, yeah.
In Canada.
Well, let's... Why are we talking about me here?
If I said, Tom, would you give me $1 million if I cut off your leg? What would you say?
Wait, say that again.
If I offered you $1 million to cut off your leg, would you accept?
You offered me $1 million
to cut off your right leg?
No, I would not accept that.
If I offered you $1 million to cut off your left leg, would you accept?
No, but
what about if I offered you $1 million to cut off both of your arms?
No,
would you accept? You would not accept?
No.
So you're admitting to me that your arms and legs are worth more than $3 million. Then treat them like that. Treat them like that, for God's sakes. Treat them like that.
I would get $1 million each for each limb?
No.
Oh, because I would take that. I'd take $3 million for 2 arms and a leg. I'd do that. I'd take $3 million for 2 arms and a leg, but not $1 million for 1 leg. No, I could use $3 million. I'd sit around and watch TV all day. Tap my fingers on my one good hand. I'd have the remote, right? Yeah. No, I don't.
No, you lose your cock too.
Yeah. What? How much for chopping the cock off? You never mentioned that.
That was implied.
I actually have questions here. I actually have some questions.
Oh, you got some questions?
Yeah, let's.
I said no questions.
Really?
No. This is what I saw after the trial. This is how stupid jurors are. After the OJ trial, I see this big fat woman that was on there. Because you tend to think of jurors as wise or something. I don't know why, but you tend to think of them as wise people, jurors.
Right.
But afterwards, they interviewed this one woman that was a juror, big fat woman. Doesn't have anything to do with anything. I guess. Her weight, but she was huge.
Right.
And so
she was smart. She probably would have known to not eat so many cheeseburgers.
Exactly. So this fat pig. No. So they're interviewing her, and they're asking her about the blood evidence because Darden talked about the blood evidence for 6 straight days.
Yeah.
He introduced all this blood evidence that showed that, it was 1 trillion to 1 that it wasn't OJ. So they say, well, you say this woman, they say, well, what about the blood evidence? Yeah. So she goes, everybody got blood. She goes, if it fit, don't fit, you must quit.
Yep.
She remembered the rhyme.
Sure, the rhyming was what did it, I think.
A guy was telling me that, do you know the lawyer Jerry Spence? Are you familiar with that lawyer? He's from Colorado, and he wears a cowboy hat.
Cowboy hats all the time.
Fringe. He wears fringe.
Yeah.
Yeah. So apparently in the closing arguments, you can say anything.
Mm-hmm.
You're not bound by anything. So I know this guy who worked at a law firm, and he said every time Jerry Spence would be the defense, he'd always get everybody off. And this is what he'd do. He'd say, no matter what the facts of the case were, he'd say, he'd talk about the case, and he'd go, that's it, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, before I go, I'd like to tell you a story. And then the prosecution would go, objection! Then the judge would go, let him tell the fucking story. So then he'd tell the story, and this was the story. He would go, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, I'd like to tell you a story about a young boy, a precocious young boy, that went up to a very wise old man. And the boy held in his hand a bird. And he said to the wise old man, he said, you are the wisest man that I know. I have a bird in my hand, and I'm going to give you a puzzle. If you say A, you can say A or you can say B. If you say A, I will let the bird go, or I will crush the bird. If you say B, I will let the bird go, or I will crush the bird. What do you say, old man? A or B? And the old man thought about it, and the old man looked at the boy, and he said, son, The bird is in your hands. Ladies and gentlemen, the bird is in your hands. And he said, like, 20 minutes later, they come back, innocent!
Sort of like a multi-purpose closing comment.
Yeah, it worked for everything.
Works every time.
Yeah.
That's good.
And so then
It's
the
a
woman
formula.
that drowned her 14 children, she'd get off because of the bird story.
Yeah.
Have you ever done anything in your long and storied career that you consider specifically to be in bad taste as you look back on it? Maybe at the time you thought it was a good play, but you look back on it and you think that was in bad taste.
Well, sometimes, like in stand-up, I'll do jokes that are like one time I was doing this thing in San Francisco, and they were all gay people in the audience. They told me, so I figured I'll do.
In San Francisco?
Yeah.
No.
So I figured I'd do stuff about gay people so that they could relate to it.
Yeah, it's warm up. They love that.
And so I was talking about, because I went to this gay pride parade, and I saw in it there were these old men and old ladies, like with these signs that said, "We are proud of our gay son," you know. And so I was saying that's an odd thing to be proud of, you know, because it's not an achievement, you know. It's not like something you work all your life to be gay or anything like that. And I just wondered. I had a hard time believing that these 50, 60-year-old men are actually bragging, you know, at work, like they're, "Hey, Bill, you know, my kid, oh my God, we're proud of him, Johnny. He graduated from Harvard, you know, first in his class, you know what I mean? Now he's articling over at a law firm, and, oh yeah, he loves cock." You know? This kid. He can't get enough cock in his mouth, his ass, this kid's always cock. I got a picture of the boy here sucking another man's cock. I want to show it to you.
To watch the maturation of you as an artist, to realize it took you 9.5 minutes to get around to the sucking cock stuff.
Well, thank you very much. I'm very excited to be here, you know, and I was asked to host the ESPYs this year. Yeah, hi, that's my name, Espen. When I was asked to host the ESPYs this year, folks, I said yes immediately for one reason and one reason only. This show has interns. I'll be having a little improper relations backstage a little later. But man, it's great to be here at the 6th annual ESPY Awards. Hard to believe, huh, that the ESPYs are 6 years old. Although Anthony Mason swears they're 18. So. Yeah, he'll be having sex with the ESPYs in about 12 years. So.
I wanted to talk about the crocodile hunter. Did you? Because I think you're gonna make him sad. Because I think, you know, it was tragic at the time, but I think I don't know, people calling me, man, they're shocked. Oh, hey, you wouldn't believe it, who got killed? The crocodile hunter. Please don't make me laugh at this. This is not good. He was 44 years old. I'm like, that's a ripe old age for a crocodile hunter. That's not. And you know who had to be pissed about it were the crocodiles, because he got killed by some fruity fish. And so you know the crocodiles were like, "Hey man, that crocodile hunter got killed. Who did it, Frank?" You don't even want to know, man. Please don't do this anymore. Go, Bill, man, you had a chance. When the guy go, man, I had a chance. I had that mother. He was Tommy with a stick. I could have eaten him and his kid. I don't feel good about this. You remember I ever tell you that story, Bill? Yeah, only 1,000 times. That's for the kids. I was a little late here tonight. I took a cab to the theater, folks. And I don't know if you've ever been in these New York City cabs, but I got one of those cabbies, couldn't speak English, you know. Saw his name there on the dash. I couldn't even pronounce it. I think it was something like Hideki Arabu. Something like that. Arab has been having some trouble, man. They fired his translator. Steinbrenner fired his translator. And people see that as cruel, you know, but I don't know, you know. I mean, if you're not doing well in Yankee Stadium, you know, do you really need a translator? Do you want that, you know? You know? Hey, what'd they say? They say you suck. You should go back to Japan, you dirty foreigner. Okay, I got it. I'm trying to pitch over here. It's great to be here on ESPN. I love sports, man. Man, you can see sports on ESPN you don't see on other networks. You know, like kickboxing. That's my favorite sport. Kickboxing is great. When you think about it, it combines the style and grace of boxing with kicking. This seems kind of immature. Two 23-year-old women in China this week have set a record, living 12 days in a room with 888 deadly snakes. They now hold a coveted place, in the Guinness Book of World Retard. Just backstage, a lot of celebrities back there, man. I was talking to Jerry Jones, you know, the Cowboys owner, and he's disappointed, obviously. Yeah. Well, he's a good guy, though, man. He's talking about rebuilding the team, you know. And he told me, he says, we have to get back to what made us a championship team. Strippers and crack. Hey, have you heard about this? Ted Turner and NBC plan to start their own rival football league to compete with the NFL. And not much known about the specifics of this new league, except for this, it will suck. They know that. So they might have trouble, you know, getting advertisers when we know it will suck.
I've never asked you this before, and we've been good friends for many years. Okay, I made that up, but...
No. We haven't?
No, we're friends. We're good friends, but I don't know what your... McDonald, is that Irish? Is that Scottish? What's your ethnic background?
My ethnic background is Polish.
Are you really Polish? Wow.
Polish people,
I didn't realize that. Yeah. McDonald, you don't...
Well, my parents changed their names. They had to because of the constant ribbing they'd get for being Polish, you know? Mm-hmm. And so they changed their name to McDonald. But, you know, it's one of the things that you can, you know... I mean, I get a little upset about it, you know? Because, you know,
all the Polish jokes and
stuff.
stuff.
You can't make jokes about other people, but for some reason you make jokes about Polish people, you know?
Right.
I don't like it.
Right. You shouldn't. That sounds bad, yeah.
I mean, I had an experience, you know. I go in and I order a Polish sausage, you know, from this guy, you know. And so the guy says to me, you must be Polish. And I said, come on, man. I mean, come on. Think about it, what you're saying. You know, I'm trying to knock some sense into this fellow's head, maybe give him a wider world view, you know?
Sure, yeah.
I said, you think because I order a Polish sausage, I'm Polish. I said, what if somebody came in here and ordered French toast? Would you think he was French, you know?
Right.
I mean, what if somebody came in here and ordered a Belgian waffle? Would you consider that guy a Belgian, you know? I mean, if a guy came in and ordered a German bratwurst, would you consider that fellow to be a German fella?
Right.
I said, what if a guy came in and ordered German potato salad? I suppose you'd think he was German too. Yeah?
Yeah.
You know, what if a guy...
Wow, you talked to this guy for a while.
I'm telling you, man. With racist, you have to get through to
You have to
them.
really get it into their head. Right.
I said, if a guy came in and he ordered a Cuban hamburger, are you going to assume he's a Cuban?
Right.
I said, I think it is absolutely ridiculous that just because I come in here, I order a Polish sausage, why would you jump to the fact that I'm Polish?
Right.
And the guy says to me, well, first of all, it's a hardware store.
And you hate Polish jokes, don't you? You just hate them.
No, I think they're disgusting. And of course, congratulations to the Denver Broncos for winning the Super Bowl. How about that? Denver did great, you know. There he is. I love the Denver fans, you know, because for one thing, they don't wear food on their heads. That's nice. And they had a wild celebration in Denver after that Super Bowl, man. And now city officials expect an even wilder celebration if the Nuggets win 10 games this year. They say they're gonna say the whole city's gonna go nuts. Yeah, the Nuggets are having a bad year this year, man. Matter of fact, they're making a film about the team. They got a pretty catchy title. It's Black Men Can't Jump Either. Well, NBA All-Star Weekend over. That was exciting, man. The East beat the West. Jeff Hornacek won the three-point shootout. Houston's Clyde Drexler and Cynthia Cooper won that exciting two-ball thing. And Charles Barkley won the throw a guy through a plate glass window contest. So that was quite a game, you know. I mean, you know who impressed me the most yesterday was Kobe Bryant. Unbelievable. This guy's amazing. 19 years old, the youngest starter ever in the All-Star game, and he played so well that today he was named spokesman for NBC's new public service campaign called Screw It, Who Needs College?
No, you think Jack Benny is funny?
I don't even know. Now I don't really know any of his shit.
You've seen him though, like when you.
I saw him on Byron Allen.
No, Comics Unleashed. Here's the thing Byron Allen has. A show called The Entertainers. And what he does so he'll go to junkets.
Right.
And then he has huge guests, so it'll be like at the beginning it'll be his voice. The Entertainers. Tonight, Harrison Ford, Adam Sandler, Morgan Freeman, it's the biggest stars ever. And he just interviews them in the junkets, but he makes it sound as if, and then this is his gambit, this is what he does to people. So let's say he's talking to Harrison Ford, right? He'll go, now the last time I talked to you, you were talking about working out. And so then Harrison Ford goes, like he's never talked to him before or anything, but he figures a black guy, it's going to sound bad. He says, I know, who the fuck are you? So he goes, yes, I'm
he's just making up like.
It just looks like he's best friends with all these viewers.
I'd hate to go and see him one night and go, boy, he reminds me of young Byron Allen. He's brilliant, Byron Allen. He had that Comics Unleashed. Mm-hmm. You ever do that? Mm-mm. Oh, you couldn't be more leashed.
There's nothing. It's not like there's nothing unleashed about it. It's not like you would have like Lenny Bruce on and like.
And he has no segue. So this is what he said to John Lovitz one time. He said he just turned to him from he's talking to Schimmel, and then he goes to John Lovitz. He goes, "Now, John, I understand you're growing older." Of course, the biggest story in basketball, no question about it. Michael Jordan may retire. Yeah, Michael Jordan may retire after this season, and it's terrible news for Bull fans, you know, but it is terrific news for golf hustlers. They're happy about it. But Jordan is very serious, though, about leaving. In fact, he's already called the Hall of Fame to make sure that his plaque bears his basketball nickname, Air Jordan, and not his baseball nickname, Senior Crappy. That would just be disrespectful, you know? Well, how about them Winter Olympics? They're finally underway, so we've got a lot of great stuff to look forward to in the next 2 weeks, like hockey and, well, just hockey, really. I was watching last night, I saw speed skating, and my goodness, you know, could the outfits they wear be any tighter? Holy Lord. There was an East German woman, I swear, you could see the outline of her entire penis. It was... Goodness. Well, the magazine POV came out this week with a list of the best and worst jobs to have in the next century. Their three best were, in this order, multimedia software designer,
management consultant, and interactive advertising executive. While their worst, for the third year in a row, crack whore. Finally, in U.S. News and World Report's list of the best and worst jobs for 1996 is out. Last year's best job, multimedia software consultant, was replaced by a new best job, bioindustrial engineer. And in the worst job category, last year's winner, crack whore, has lost its spot. The new worst job is assistant crack whore. Well, there's all kinds of sports celebrities in the audience tonight. I see Tiger Woods right there. Tiger Woods, how about that, huh? Yeah, he's up for golf. Of course, he's up for Golfer of the Year this ESPYs. And you know who I feel sorry for, folks, is the other two guys nominated for Golfer of the Year. You see these guys getting ready, you know, it's like, hey, honey, have you seen my tuxedo? No, not the good one. The one I wear when I'm going to get my ass kicked. Have you seen that one? Yeah, Boomer Esiason is with us. Boomer. How you doing, buddy? Boomer, of course, will replace Frank Gifford on Monday Night Football next season. And Frank told reporters that this will allow him to spend more time with his wife and children. Then he broke down and cried for 45 minutes. So. And there's Charles Woodson. How about that? Huh? What a season he had. Great, man. He became the first defensive player to win the Heisman Trophy. And congratulations, Charles. That is something that no one can ever take away from you. Unless you kill your wife and a waiter, in which case... all bets are off. Just a word of advice.
The iron horse of broadcasting.
It's iron. You don't pronounce it iron.
That's what everybody tells me.
It's the iron horse. Like Lou Gehrig was the iron horse of baseball.
Yes.
The word I-R-O-N is iron. No, iron.
Iron.
That's what makes English the world's toughest language.
Yeah.
You know, right? Sure.
It is the
Because
toughest
language
to
to
me,
learn.
it's the easiest.
Yeah, well, you were born with it.
Yeah. Say what you want about how huge and fat my head has gotten, but who'll forget it.
Try iron. Why doesn't that clock work?
Why doesn't that cock work?
That clock works.
My cock works.
Oh, this clock over
Your
here.
mind is going somewhere, Norm.
No, I thought that's what you said.
I heard you had Larry King on here.
Cast
Your
iron.
show that's amazing, by the way. No one gets on Larry King. Larry King gets you.
I know you're new to this. I'm going to teach you something. One of the first things in hosting an interview show is to listen.
What's that now?
The answer given by the guest. My whole motto, my whole broadcasting career, that's why I don't like a lot of guys on the air now, is that I never learned anything when I was talking.
Can I interrupt you there?
Yeah. But
Now, I wanna ask you
I was
this.
with Carlos Slim all day today, the richest man in the world. He's partner in
The richest man in the world is Carlos Slim?
Correct, from Mexico. You never heard of him?
Of course not. I'm not a connected guy.
Oh, that's right. I just heard you. You don't watch the news.
So Carlos Slim
is a terrific guy.
and this guy is working with you on Aura TV.
He financed it.
He financed it. The richest man in the world.
$76 billion.
We should get together with this Carlos Slim.
Seems like a good guy.
I just had a meeting with some lady who said she had a lot of money, Fat Nancy.
Oh, Fat Nancy. And what, she want to finance something with you? What does she want to do with you?
You know what? So I loved Liberace, but with all due respect, man, if you kicked that guy in the ass, 100 cocks would fall out. Now, this is not what I do on Hulu.
No, you wouldn't do that.
No. Because I have respect for Carlos Slim. Literally selling you death.
That's the one thing I fear is dying.
Me, man, that haunts me.
Because the thought of not existing, you know, it's like, you know what the new thing they call it is? Dirt nap.
Good God, Larry.
That's what they call it, a dirt nap.
You would not say that on Hulu.
No, I wouldn't say it, but I'd say it here.
That's what I heard Larry King say to a guy once. The guy had lost his child. Oh, no. And Larry King goes, Paul Newman told me, you never get over it. It's like some unfeeling psychotic. So then people go, well, who do you want? Well, there's that one comedian. She's a comedian, and she's also a lady.
Yeah.
And then it gets...
It's more common now.
Huh? It's common now.
SNL is very...
They rule.
They rule the SNL.
Look, who is bigger than Tina Fey?
She's strong.
Too big to fail.
Finally, according to the U.S. News and World Report 1997 Career Guide, the best job in the United States for the second year in a row is Interactive Business System Analyst. However, last year's worst job, Assistant Crack Whore, has been replaced by a new worst job, Crack Whore Trainee.
Hello, everybody. Here with Norm MacDonald, chewing the fat. Where do you live here, of course, in the city, because you're doing the show.
I live in New York City.
Yeah. This isn't a police interrogation. Are you sure? Where about? Where in the city do you live, approximately, not specifically? But...
I live at 56 between 8th and Broadway.
Okay, and what's your phone number? Just give me 7 digits. All right. What, your neighbors nice people? The people that live around you?
Great people. Every day I meet somebody new, you know. Mm-hmm. This city's great because of the neighborly people, you know. I don't know. But I did meet one neighbor, interesting story, you know, that this guy, he just moved in, you know, next door to me. Mm-hmm. So I'm always one to meet the neighbors.
You like to chat with the neighbors,
yeah, because, you know, so I went over to the guy, I knocked on the door next door to where I live, and I say to the guy, I said, hey, I'm your new neighbor, you know, and I said, good to see you, you know, nice to run into you, you know, welcome to the neighborhood, you know. And so the guy, I said, what do you do for a living there, sir, you know, if you don't mind me asking? You know, what do you do for a living? I'm a nightclub comic, I tell the guy. So he says to me, he says, I work down at the University of Science there. He says, that's
a good school, by the way.
I can't remember the exact place.
Sure.
But he says, I'm a professor of logic.
Oh.
So he says, the guy says, logic. Now, what the hell is that? I never heard tell of that. He says, oh, well, he says it's a kind of a pattern of syllogistic. Well, he says it's hard to explain. He says, why don't I give you an example? So I said, fair enough. Why don't you do that? So the guy says, well, he says, let me ask you a question. He says, do you own a doghouse? So I go, yes, I do. He says, well, then that means you probably have a dog. I said, yes. He says, well, that means you're likely to have a family if you have a dog. I said, yes, I do. He said, well, then that means you got kids, you're married? I said, yes, I am. He says, well, then you're a heterosexual man. I said, yes, sir, I am. He says, well, you see, that's logic there. I asked if simply from finding out you had a doghouse, I made this series of inferences, and I found that you're a heterosexual man simply from the fact that you had a doghouse. Well, I said, good God, isn't that something?
Okay.
So I said, well, I won't waste any more of your time there, neighbor. And I said, I'll see you later.
See you around. Okay.
So I said, come by one day and have a chicken with me. So anyways, I left. So I left. So I go to get a bus, you know, to the bus stop. And I walk down to the bus stop, and I'm still thinking about this thing that happened to me, you know. And I'm standing at the bus, and no bus coming at all, you know, and 5 or 6 of us standing around, and one guy lights up a cigarette there, and he goes, as soon as you light up a cigarette, the bus comes. And he smokes the whole damn cigarette, no bus comes.
Right.
So I said to the guy, well, that theory really worked, huh? And the guy goes, well, sometimes it works. Anyways, the guy goes, what's new with you? I go, well, I had an interesting thing happen to me today. I said, I met my neighbor. And he goes, oh, yeah? I go, he had a hell of an interesting job. I said, he's a professor of logic down at the University of
Science.
And so the guy says, is that so? He says, professor of logic. He goes, what the hell is that, logic? I said, well, it's a series of something or other.
Right.
I said, I can't remember exactly, but I said, I'll give you an example if you want to hear an example.
Yeah.
So the guy goes, all right, fair enough. So I said, let me ask you this. I said, let me ask you a question. Do you own a doghouse? And the guy goes, no, I don't own a doghouse. So the guy says, oh, yeah, you're one of them gays.
And it worked, right? What great stuff you can learn at
Yeah, it was
that
nice.
University of Science there.
And then the guy, get this. Get this.
There's more.
This gay guy
Yeah.
invites me to have a chicken at his place.
That's some kind of euphemism. Watch out.
The new people. Hey, guess what? There's a young girl that's middling attractive that swears a lot. Let's get her. What? Is that the new fucking thing?
Yeah.
Sarah Silverman, hysterical.
Right.
Who's funnier than her?
Nobody.
No, except dudes. But,
Nobody.
and we're going to read jokes. We read jokes.
I thought you were going to talk about this thing.
We're going to talk about the man. What about the man greats?
Is that like a genital cleanser?
No! No, my God. What is the man great, you ask?
Okay.
Huh?
Fine, I didn't, but...
You didn't ask. It is 100% made in America. Cast iron grilling grates.
Iron. You don't pronounce it iron.
That's what everybody tells me.
It's the iron horse. Like Lou Gehrig was the iron horse of baseball.
Yes.
The word I-R-O-N is iron. No, iron.
Cast iron.
Iron?
Cast iron grilling grates that are
kidding when you say iron?
You know what? Don't be like fucking Larry King. That motherfucker, I say iron and he's up my asshole for fucking 4 days.
It should be iron. That's what makes English the world's toughest language.
Yeah?
You know, right? Sure.
It is the
Because
toughest
language
To
to
me,
learn.
it's the easiest. Man, great. Great. Have you heard of the man great?
Yes, I have.
You have?
Yeah.
Where'd you hear about it?
On Adam Carolla's podcast.
Wow. Yeah. How about that? Do you have a father? Man great is the perfect gift for this Father's Day. Is he alive?
Yeah.
Yeah. 100% made in America. If he was dead, it would have been a really bad moment in the commercial. Your dad's alive?
No.
Fuck. God damn it. I'm sorry about your dad.
That's fine.
Your father's dead. But you have children. You are a father.
Yes, and I'm not dead.
Yes.
Maybe you'll give me one and
I'll give you one. Is your mom still alive?
My mom?
Yeah.
No, she's dead.
Jesus Christ, is any of your relatives fucking alive? It's man great. They're revolutionizing the way people grill. What, Adam Egan? It's true. You haven't heard of the revolution? You can put chicken on this or steak. That's not that unique. It has heavy duty grilling grates. Why are you laughing? You think the grilling grates are flimsy?
These are very heavy.
Yes, no, but that's part of the charm. It weighs a lot of pounds.
Is that heavy?
Yeah. Listen, man, what was that fucking Vegas story?
Shit. Jesus Christ. Sorry. What is in that?
Again. It's revolutionizing the way people grill.
Jesus.
What?
I thought it was like all right.
You want to hear what it has?
Yeah.
It has heavy-duty grilling grates. Listen. No more dry meat. What do you think of that?
Good. You want your meat juicy.
Oh, come on now. Don't make it sound like a fucking fat, plumpy, delicious cock. No more flare-ups. You know, on your barbecues, all those big flare-ups. It was named one of 2012's best grilling accessories. There's more fucking facts about the man grate than about Nick. Why are you laughing? You're making a mockery out of the man grate. Chicken, steak has never tasted so good. Hey, how about this? Each NORM MACDONALD show order comes with a heavy-duty grilling brush.
Jesus.
You don't want to put that on your not dry meat.
Look at that. Those things are dirty.
No.
That's from the iron.
Are you sure?
Yes. Well, it's not from my cock.
What?
I just went to the bathroom. You say cock so much.
I'm coming in your butt! Oh my God. Well, listen, man. Hey, your mouth is my toilet! Again. Again. This commercial is like a mini-series. Are you a jingoist? 100% made in America. 100% cast iron. Mangrate.com. Thank you, Andy. That's yours. You just threw your own going away present with contempt to the floor. That was our only sponsor.
Oh, yeah, and you lost.
Yeah, now we found out we lost Mangrate as a sponsor. And then earlier today, I think we were told legally we can't say we lost them as a sponsor even.
Yeah, I think we were still waiting to find out if we were allowed to say that.
But anyways, that was
Who cares?
Schwartzen.
We lost them.
That was Nick Schwartzen that fucked it all up. Some gold-plated chains would make a nice retirement gift for a very, very good slave. Well, this was,
Are you serious?
Well, this was written.
Are you serious?
This was written years
Did
ago.
you just write that?
I didn't write it.
Did you just say that?
No, I read it, yes.
You read that?
It was an old. This Lindsay Lohan can't swim a stroke, but she sure knows every dive in town.
That one I liked. That was my favorite. I'm keeping this.
That is a favorite?
Las Vegas is now home to a 550-foot-tall Ferris wheel. Also drawing thousands to Las Vegas, whores. That's you. That's your voice all the way right there. It's the old, the Norm MacDonald lean in, whores.
No.
Ladies and gentlemen, Norm MacDonald.
You're very kind. You know, in the, what's that? Oh, yeah, no, you're absolutely right. That is my name. You know, when the people here asked me to do the show, you know, I gotta say, I felt kind of weird, you know. I don't know if you remember this, but I used to actually be on this show, you know. I used to do the weekend update news routine. You remember that? And, yeah. That's where I did the make-believe news jokes, you know. That was me, right? So then, a year and a half ago, right, I had a sort of a disagreement with the management at the NBC. I wanted to keep my job, right? And they felt the exact opposite. So you see, they fired me because they said that I wasn't funny, you know? Now with most jobs, I could have had a hell of a lawsuit on my hands for that, but see, this is a comedy show. So they got me, you know, you don't want. But now, this is the weird part, right? It's only a year and a half later, and now they asked me to host the show. So I wondered, I go, hey, wait a second here. Hey! I go, how did I go in a year and a half from being not funny enough
to be even allowed in the building to being so funny that I'm now hosting the show. How did I suddenly get so damn funny? It was inexplicable to me, because a year and a half, let's face it, is not enough time for a dude to learn how to be funny. Then it occurred to me, I haven't gotten funnier. The show has gotten really bad. So yeah, I'm funny compared to, you know, well, you'll see later. But okay, so let's recap. The bad news is I'm still not funny. The good news is the show blows. All right, folks, we got a bad show for you tonight. Dr. Dre, Snoop Doggy Dogg, and Eminem are here.